Merry Christmas and welcome to a very special episode of Bottom of the Bill. Now, I specifically requested Star Wipes at the beginning of this season, and even though they're not here, just pretend that that's what's happening when we transition. Today's a little bit different than what we normally have. It's a special episode featuring the boys, Gene and Chris.
Hello.
Today we're deciding to do a clips episode, a reflection on the year together. 3 seasons. And it was an accomplishment. Gotta be hilarious if everybody just starts singing right now. Oh, God.
Not a big Halloween guy.
Yeah. No, not a big Halloween guy.
But
Merry Christmas, everybody. And as you can see, I am in complete control of this podcast. I have regained my throne. And this is where I sit now.
Yeah, it's a good look for you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wildly uncomfortable for me, I will say.
Yeah, how do you feel?
Not good.
Not great? Well, we're gonna.
Actually, I was joking. I'm having a great time. I'm happy that we're doing this.
You know, that's a great segue into the first clip. Actually, you want to see why Anton lost that chair?
Oh,
this is the reason Anton lost the chair.
Now everybody loves a good clip episode, or you hate clip episodes because what do you call it? Where's the meat and potatoes? You know, what are we really interviewing?
It's filler. It's just
it's filler.
Right?
It's filler. It is
it's
filler.
the end of the year. We're tired.
But no, it's also a special. And this is special. And what a special night.
Can you guys tell this is Billy's first time doing this?
I'm really bad at this.
Yeah.
I'm very, very bad at this. But I'll get better with practice. Anyways, so we've all selected some clips from this year and
some of our favorite moments.
And we're all gonna watch it, react to it, and talk about it.
It is like sitting here, like having my teeth pulled right now, listening to you do this.
And shit. Well, now you made me nervous. Do you want to do it?
No, keep going. This is entertaining.
We're gonna
a masochist.
we're gonna listen and watch these clips, and then we're gonna talk about it. Oh my God. Yeah, I suck at this.
Y'all have filled each other's roles perfectly. I love this.
Right?
This is good.
Yeah, exactly. What was that?
This is the faces you like to make.
What? I don't make that face.
No. It's this. It's just.
It's more.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Anyways, let's do our first clip. This is one that Chris picked.
This is one of mine.
It's fucking.
This
I will
is one
say.
of my favorite edits.
You want to set it up? The scene?
Nope.
No.
This is all I'll set it up with. Is there's a reason you've taken that chair and.
Cold open clip. All right.
Here we are.
There we go.
Are we recording?
All right, let me get into showbiz. Oh my God.
Yeah. Answer that text real quick. It's probably important.
You're right.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey. How you been?
Nope.
No, it's been a while.
We're not doing that.
Hey.
Stop.
No. Come back. Don't turn me off. No, come back. Listen for a bit.
Who we got in the show today?
Jack Mock. Jack Mock of Dean Winner in the Heat.
So Billy did his research. I've had a couple of drinks by this point. I'm feeling pretty toasty. How you feeling?
I don't know.
What did you have? Like, how many beers did you have?
Oh my God. I'm counting my beers now? Do you know what Dave and Goliath's about?
Let's say it's from the top. We talked about rock and roll.
We did.
I feel like Gene is saying things over there. That's
our guest
distracting
today.
Me.
No, our guest today is.
No, we gotta do it again.
Oh my God.
And it was a fucking dope ass episode.
Yes,
Sorry.
it was.
I'm a little drunk, guys. Okay. I've had a couple of drinks. What's up, everybody? Fucking season 5 is fucking. God damn it. All right. Wait. If I'm fucking up, you gotta pick up where I'm slacking. Don't call me out and make a whole thing out of, like, you know, the intro. Yeah.
Bottom of the bill starts now. Are we recording?
All right. Let me get into it.
Is that it? Yeah.
That was pretty good.
That was
I forgot, obviously, because we do those intros at the end of the episode, and so by then we're a little bit
Toasty, I will say.
sloshed.
Looking back at that in retrospect, like in the moment, like you guys didn't seem like you were that drunk to me, and then now watching that, I'm like, you guys are fucking sloshed.
Yeah, that we're
was
totally
great.
sober right now. I mean, mostly sober, anyways. Billy's
Yeah,
fucking
100% sober.
I can hold my liquor though.
Yeah, that's true. I actually never met anybody like it before. We hung out. Well, one time Billy and I hung out, and just got like plastered. And he
It was on a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Sundays were my only day off, so I went to town. Anyway.
Yeah, and we like literally were hanging out at his old place by the beach, and we just started like smashing records in the middle of the street.
Breaking records. That's what you do. You come into my house and you get drunk and you break records.
And we woke up the next day.
Not world records. Just
You break. Yeah, that's the pun. Yeah. Sorry.
Well,
my God.
I woke up. I ended up having to crash at his house, and I woke up the next day. Had no idea where I was when I woke up, and Billy just wakes up. He's like totally fine. I'm just like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
That was the first time I've ever been blackout drunk. I think actually.
Those Kentucky moonshine jeans. You just
What were we drinking?
Maker's Mark, of course.
Makers. Yeah, I remember we went to Campeche Bay, and
Oh, yeah, I forgot
and
about
we were
that.
doing Herradura tequila shots.
You were doing that too, yeah.
I can't say
Oh,
that
my
word
God.
right.
Herradura.
You know my mouth can't do that.
Mine
Herradura.
can barely do, bro.
heard her.
I remember I asked for a Herradura shot in Miami.
At my dad's house.
No, not at your dad's house. At in South Beach at a fucking bar, and he was like, "What?" And then I was just like, "Herradura," and it's like he's like, "It looks like a horseshoe," and then he does. How do you say?
Herradura.
And he's like that. I'm like,
I can't
"Yeah,
even
that,"
do it.
and he got me one.
I can't even do it.
I also say chimichanga instead of chimichanga. Didn't know that till I moved down here. Anyways, going back to that clip though,
Yeah.
that was pretty good. That was a good edit.
yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah.
The whole 5 minutes is pretty glorious, all stitched together.
I forgot that we had to retake that. Well, you had to retake that.
Yeah.
I think it was 7 times.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It was
I
definitely
was
a lot.
I was a lot more plastered than I thought I was on that episode.
And that was the episode where you
Well-
had that viral clip go.
Yeah, but that was gonna be one of the clips that I picked. But you just,
Well, we can segue.
I just
I'm trying to segue. I'm trying to be natural.
I think a little, fun, like almost like behind the scenes kind of thing is that like it was that night we were like, this is gonna be hilarious. We're gonna put this at the end of the episode, and then a day later when we were all sober, we like, or I think it was Jay that pointed out, it's like this is probably a bad look to put at the end of the episode.
Yeah, I
we
was like,
should leave this out of the main content.
yeah, I thought that would have been great. Just to like stick that one on there, and everyone was like, "Man, no."
I was curious as to how Jay was gonna receive that. Which, by the way, he was supposed to be here today, but he ended up not being able to make it.
Miss you, Jay.
Yeah. But
I hope he get laid because he's on a date. That's why he can't.
I
do it.
mean,
He was going to see Hootie and the Blowfish, I think.
Was he or was he going to a musical?
Of Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh man.
oh,
Is there a Hootie in the Blowfish musical?
I would
I
go
think
see
so,
if
yeah.
there was.
Yeah.
100%.
I would.
Check out Wagon Wheel live. Yeah.
Is that who did Wagon Wheel?
Yeah.
Darius Rucker,
Who's-
who's basically Hootie
Yeah.
Oh.
and the Blowfish.
I thought they looked
Blowfish was the
familiar.
band. He was Hootie.
Oh,
Oh.
Anyways,
I didn't know that.
yeah, it was kind of. I looking back on that scene, like when you showed me the clip, I was like, God damn, I was a lot more hammered than I thought I was.
Yeah, and I think I was taking a tiny bit break from drinking, and I had one beer, so it was really annoying for me.
Yeah, I can imagine that. What's the next clip we got?
What you got next?
Where are we going? We're just gonna go rapid fire.
I was hoping for a star wipe, but we're not.
Here, let me see what I can get you. I'll see what I can do.
Here's a classic Billy clip.
Bill, you can go first on this one.
All right, this one's gonna out.
Gotta go. Full screen. This is a work in progress.
Nice.
Here it is.
For sure, but collaborations are between musicians, artists, possibly even breweries. It's not for OnlyFans. It's not a collaboration. You're just banging.
I don't get it.
That's what they call it. Like I'm gonna collab with. I'm gonna collab with this other porn star or whatever. They're like, we're having a collaboration. I'm like, it's not a collaboration.
Yeah, you don't get to
You're
fucking
just banging
you don't
each
get to
other.
hijack our fucking word, you stupid piece of shit.
We're artists too. I'm like,
No, you're not.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Now my whole search feed's ruined.
I know. I was just about to say, as soon as I say that, and people are like, "Oh, we know what you do."
Yeah, I've never heard that before, so thank you.
I thought it was ridiculous because I saw it like a couple of times, and I'm just like, that's what they're really calling it? Is collabs? We're just collabing. It's like, hey babe, you want to collab later? Yeah. I'm not really into porn, but I do like a good collaboration. That's what I'm trying to say.
That is.
Yeah, thank you. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god. Fuck these people. As if we don't have a hard enough time.
Cross collaborate. What the fuck does that? That's a fucking oxymoron. Have you ever heard it? It's redundant as shit.
Yeah, redundant. Yeah.
Cross-contaminate's the same thing.
Cross-contaminate.
Same thing.
Well, it's like.
Look, read that. The promotional technique is similar to a musician featuring another artist on a song or a brand collaborating with another in the same industry.
For fuck's sakes. This is not the same thing, number one. And
it's just two people banging.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is, and also, we already have enough, like a hard enough time as artists trying to like get seen. You can't hijack the one word that we fucking get, guys.
Hey, sex workers are people too.
Yeah, that's true, but you're not collaborators.
Yeah, you're definitely not collaborators.
Motherfuckers, man. That's a good unpopular opinion.
I collaborate with myself almost every night. There you go.
Yeah, all right.
Two different channels once again.
It's one channel.
Different playlist.
Oh man.
Billy's collaboration.
What are you trying to
Why is it only shoes?
Oh my god. All right. Well, anyways, I thought that was a pretty good one.
That's a good one. I
Thank
like
you.
that.
All right.
Yeah.
Billy Sheehan was on there. I saw that.
Wonder who he's collaborating with these days.
Oh, his fucking right hand. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I'm going to say that my unpopular opinion this week is kind of calling back to what we talked about earlier off air again.
Toothbrushes?
No, that Rookie of the Year is the best baseball movie ever made.
It's not a baseball movie, The Rookie of the Year. It's a medical accident movie.
That is why it's the best
freak
baseball.
Accident.
That's why it's unpopular, right? Because
I thought it was about building a boat. So many deep cuts on this episode.
I literally forgot about that whole scene until you just said that right now. Talking about what we were talking about earlier.
It's about making friends and building a boat. Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Heartwarming story.
No.
The best baseball movie of all time. I forget, does the guy bang his mom or what?
They collaborated.
They collaborated.
Who banged his mom?
It was Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey was
Gary Busey was the washed up guy. Rocket.
The Rocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's played for the Chicago Cubs.
And so Gary Busey collaborated with his mom, and did they have?
It's a Disney movie, Anton.
It's a Disney. Well, that's why we have to use the word
I don't
collaboration.
think it's a Disney movie because I'm pretty sure you can't say funky butt loving in a Disney movie.
I think you could say funky butt loving.
Funky butt loving?
I mean, the implications though. I watched some guy literally just kill baby ducks in front of me from my stoop the other day, and it was pretty disturbing, I will say. This guy his excuse was, I told you guys off air, I wouldn't tell all the people here. His whole thing was, I'm gonna feed them to the cats.
Yeah.
Like he's doing the world a fucking favor.
Like any cat would come near him.
Well, it's plural. Like, how many cats are we talking about here?
It was,
How many ducks?
Yeah,
it was several. He was picking them up, strangling them, and shoving them into his book bag.
What the fuck?
And it was truly disturbing, I will say.
Riverside duck strangler.
And Chelsea went out there fucking like she was gonna fuck this dude up. I was like, get him, honey, but also I'm gonna be the one that has to fight him if he runs over here. And I don't want to do that because he looks scary and demented.
You said you called the cops on him?
I called the cops, not emergency line, obviously. You gotta save the emergency lines for people, but like
fucking narc.
the same. Bro, I fucking don't. That dude, you don't know what people like that are capable of, man.
serial duck murderer.
Yeah, that's step one.
That's exactly. It was heartbreaking. It was hard to watch.
Yeah, that's step one for that is him killing baby ducks. Step two is him collaborating with your severed head.
Bill, you can go first on this one.
Oh my god. Sorry. So yeah, you picked the longest one that I did, but I thought for sure because like it just kept on going with the whole collaboration thing. I was like, I can't. That was like we do the clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
And not on YouTube. Sorry, on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. And it's like 1.5 minutes, but that just kept going. The whole collaboration thing.
That was a really good unpopular opinion. It's fucking hilarious.
That was really good.
And he just kept on going through it. Yeah, Gary Busey collaborated with his mom.
In the middle of that clip, though, when there was that bit where you started talking about the guy killing the ducks, it felt like I was watching some sort of weird YouTube mashup where someone had just like cut it up and started like making you say something weird, like I watched someone kill ducks. Like,
Oh yeah.
So I had to take a lot out of that. Otherwise, it'd been like a 10-minute long clip. But like I was just trying to get it there as fast as I could, and I'm not. This is why I don't edit stuff anymore, because I'm not good at editing. But I thought it was hilarious to end it all off with like, yeah, step 1, he kills baby ducks. Step 2, he collaborates with your severed head.
Yeah, it was. I forgot that was my unpopular opinion about the Rookie of the Year thing too. I totally forgot about.
I know.
That.
Yeah, because we've all seen this as a clip like 100 times now. Because that was a pretty good one. And that was like a thing for like maybe a month or so.
Yeah.
But there's so much to it. That's why I was like, I'm gonna get the good stuff and like let it roll, because I bet y'all don't remember it.
Yeah, for sure.
you got something you want to share with the class, Chris?
I just don't like being called out for going to collect ducks. That's all me.
Listen, man. What I do in my free time is up to me.
I would never collaborate with your head.
Severed head.
Severed.
I mean, that's what the ducks are for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
Sorry.
This is a music podcast.
Hey,
guys.
This is
No,
why
That's
I'm
code
back
word
there.
for what?
No, this is
why I'm back there.
This is a Christmas podcast.
Christmas
today.
podcast.
I was going to
That's
say,
right, yeah.
this is the first example of many of why we get a table in the back corner.
Yeah, oh God, okay.
We'll see you guys next year.
Well, play one at Tony's.
Alrighty. Here's another long one coming right up.
That's what she said.
Good one.
Did you not put audio in any of yours?
I didn't clip it. Chris clipped it.
I put all the audio in.
Have you all ever played Van Wars?
Oh,
What's that?
Oh, y'all have not.
I don't
that
even
on
never
the road
heard
game?
of that.
It is.
What is that?
It's when you're touring with a friend's, another band. You know what I mean?
Two bands.
And you just fucking It's kind of like you fuck with each other nonstop.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, we had times like you ride by and you open up the van door and you're fucking mooning them and you're like, so simple as that, like childish, whatever. And then the next one, it's like, I don't know, you came out to eat and there was fucking chocolate cake smeared across your fucking window and you're like, God damn it. You know what I mean? Got me. They got me. You know what I mean? You didn't even see them come in and go. You know what I mean? It's like, or we came out one time and our whole van was fucking saran wrapped shut. Like we had to cut all the saran wrap off
That would
to get in.
piss me off. Oh
No,
my
but
God.
that's the whole point, though.
Yeah,
dude. Why would saran wrap piss you off? It's not even saran wrap.
I know, it's just the fact that you have to cut it off that would piss me off. Like, God damn, you add another 10 seconds to my day.
We, you know, and like that, you piss in a cup and you know they're behind you and they're like,
That's
you know, and you're like,
balls out the window,
you're like,
man.
boom, and you're like, you get to the rest of them, you're like, dude, did y'all see that fucking thing of water hit our van? And they're like,
yeah.
water. You're like, fucking, like, it's just throw a firecracker in their fucking van. You know what I mean? When they're fucking going down the road, like dude,
That's
like
assault, brother.
yeah.
That's wild.
These are things that we've done.
That's
you know what I
wild.
mean? It's van wars, bro. It's not fucking fuck
for
with
the
each other
weed.
until somebody's a fucking pussy about it. It's like we're fucking warring, right?
Yeah.
You know?
That's fucking wild.
We went to a mall and this was the final. I had to call it quits after this. So we were on tour with Harlow. I don't know if you know who they were. They were a Jacksonville like metalcore band back when we were. Connor, the owner of Archetype, was in Harlow.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
how I know that.
Okay, gotcha.
So, you know, touring with all those dudes and shit. We were doing it. We went to the mall, and one of the guys from Harlow, their merch guy, Jason Caruso, we call him J. Crew. He left early and like went out to the van and like, I don't remember how he got our keys or how he got into the van, but like filled our entire windshield wiper bottle full of fucking piss.
There you go.
The whole thing, bro, right? So nothing's said, nothing's done. We get down the road and like he goes back in, and as we're all as a group walking back out, he's like takes his drink and like smashes it on the windshield. He's like, motherfuckers, knowing what he's doing because we're gonna have to use the fucking shit. And we're like, what a fucking motherfucker. You you crank it up and it's fucking bubbling up. It smells like shit. You're like,
God.
it's like,
Oh my God.
damn, what the fuck? what is, y'all smell that? And you hit it again. Like,
Oh my
dude,
god.
does that smell like fucking piss? Why does it look? One more time, make sure hit it again. It's like it's just overwhelming. You're like, dude, no way. Is this? Are you fucking? We're already going down the road. You know what I mean? You're like, no way, this is piss. You're like, fuck this. Pull over, or pop the hood, and you like open it again. You're just like, oh my god, the whole fucking thing reservoir full of fucking piss.
Oh
dude.
my god,
I'm
bro.
like, all right.
That's a good prank.
I'm like, all right, I got you guys, right? We get to a fucking rest stop and fucking wherever it was. We camped out in a rest stop, both of us, and we got up super fucking early. Where me and Connor did. Connor is the only one who can attest to this in person. He got up super early. He's fucking brushing his teeth. He's opened up their trailer, and all of their suitcases and bags are all out and this and that. I was an early riser too, so I'm out there bullshitting with Connor. And I'm like, hey, bro, which bag is Jason's? And he's like,
Oh no.
like that one, why? And I was like, cool. I go over to the bag. He's like, whoa, what are you doing? I was like, shut the fuck up. Don't fucking say anything, Connor. Like, please, I got to get him back. And he's like, turns his fucking back, and he's like brushing his teeth. And I'm like, that's what I fucking thought. Yeah, fucking open it up, find this little hygiene bag that has toothpaste, deodorant, fucking shampoo, whatever. I ain't had a shower in like 3 or 4 days, bro.
Oh no.
I grabbed this fucking toothbrush out and fucking went to town.
Oh my god.
Underneath, bro, in between my legs, under my balls,
Oh my God.
my fucking ass, bro. And Connor turns around and he's like, oh my god, are you fucking serious,
bro?
I pulled it out, dude, and I was like, look, Connor, and he was like, like, I fucking stuck that shit back in the fucking bag,
Bro.
zipped it back up, put it all back together. I said, Connor, don't fucking say a fucking word, dude. And he's like, I was for whatever. Jason gets up, they all fucking do this, and the whole time I'm just like, please, please, please let him put this in his fucking mouth, dude. Please. Like, dying, dude. I'm like watching him, and he's like looking at me like, well, you got a fucking problem or something? I'm like, nah, dude, what's up? I'm just chilling, hanging out, like, whatever. And he pulls it out of the bag, dude, opens it up, puts fucking toothpaste on it, dude. And about the time he gets like right to his fucking mouth, like his mouth is open, dude. He's like, hi. Connor's like, stop! Like, no fucking no. And I was like, no,
Oh my god.
no. And he's like, dude, I can't let him do it. I can't. He cannot put this in his mouth. And I'm like, oh, yes, he can. Have you all ever played Van War?
Oh my god.
Bro, I love that because, like, you gotta find a way to keep that shit interesting. You know what I mean?
Not at all. We never did that shit.
That's true.
Ever.
I'm trying to think if we did.
We never did anything.
Last time we were on the road with Andrew.
We were on the road with Andrew twice. And
Yeah.
we never did any of that crap. The only thing we ever did was just get really drunk together.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
play poker.
Yeah, and play poker and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we're pretty like, you know, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Docile.
No, the oh god, what is the word? I can't think of the word. But not nerds, but pretty close to nerds when it comes to being rock stars.
Dorks,
Yeah, dorks.
Geeks?
Yeah, that's it.
geeks, dweebs.
Yeah, keep it
Preps.
coming, guys. Yeah.
Preps, that's what I was gonna
Preps.
say. Preps,
Okay.
yeah.
No, it's just like we're not 20 years old. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's
that's
just
what I mean.
different. Like it's just a different
And
kind of mindset.
they were like, you know, very young when they did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole piss and shit sort of deal, I'm not about
I'm-
that. At
I'm
all.
not-
It's
I'm-
so gross.
I'm not into pranking either, but I do think it's a fun way to keep it interesting on the road when you're a teenager, you know?
I love that you draw the line at saran wrapping the car. That's where you're just like, how the piss and shit is one thing, but you've wasted 10 seconds of my day.
Inconvenience
That's how you
me.
can tell you're a 30-year-old nerd.
Oh my god.
Thank you. I know I'm only 30 years old.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm really,
I rounded.
I'm kind of mad I never pranked you or something like that though. But I don't want to be in a prank war.
Yeah, I know. I've been in those when I was younger, and it is so obnoxious.
I don't want to do that.
Oh my god. I hate it's so like stressful. You know, have you guys ever been in a prank war before?
Oh, yeah. The backwoods prank wars are something else.
Ugh, can't
I had somebody, Will, thanks for this, bud. but I would park my car in his driveway and we'd all carpool out so we didn't have to all drive a collective 300 miles to school. So one time someone went into my trunk, went under, popped out the spare tire, and put a fish inside between the tire and the rim.
Yeah.
Not even just under it. They stuck it in the thing. Ugh. And I went so far as to take that thing to a mechanic to like see if like a raccoon had died in the engine or something. Like something terrible like that. It went on for like a week. And then they went out and got it before I could even find it. It was miserable.
They did it to my friend in high school, but they put it in his gas tank.
Oh my God.
His car never not stunk like a dead fish again.
I never got rid of it. But to get him back, he slept over and he was allergic to hay. So he passed out first. And the guys and I went out to the barn and pulled like 50 bales of hay and just boxed his car in and with hay bales.
That's hilarious.
Got him.
What about you, Gene?
I've never been in a prank war. I tried to start one time though. It didn't work out though. When I was in Kentucky for that festival, I was told that our company was supposed to be on one floor of the hotel, and then like our competition, the other production company that was doing the other stages there, was going to be on a different floor of the hotel. So I was trying to get it going. I was looking at all my guys and be like, guys, what are we gonna do to fuck up their floor? And we were trying to come up with stuff. We were like, the standard stuff of like Vaselining the door handles, or like we wanted to put like caution tape on the exterior of the elevator, like on their floor, and like stuff like that. But then like we were all on different floors, so it was like there was no way we could individually prank the.
What's the production team prank war look like? Do you guys just like switch around the letters on the gear?
I was thinking the same thing.
What would our prank wars look like?
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is an SM57, but we're actually gonna do a fucking 7M5.
Just like, No, actually, so like we do a little bit of pranking in the warehouse, and like our pranking looks like we will like someone will go to the bathroom and we'll like back up the forklift to the door so they can't get out.
Pretty good.
And like we'll do stuff like that, or like one time like I got into an empty case and we rolled it over to lighting, be like, here, flex this stuff in, and like as soon as they touch the lid, I just jump out of it.
Yeah,
and,
that seems like a really good way to get shipped to Ohio.
Right? Yeah, I know. Like suddenly I'm in a truck and I hear the door. Oh no.
I thought it would be funny to mess with the sound, like everybody at your job mess with their time cards. And be like, he only worked 14 hours a day, not 18.
Yeah, that would be a really funny one. Yeah, that would go real well.
You know what'd be hilarious is like losing in advance or something. There's like hiding in advance from like a band. And
Oh my God. That's like you're gonna lose your fucking job.
Or if you were with another band, that's a great way to prank another band that you're on the road with, is you start like lining out items on their input list and shit.
It's like no. There was the other day I was working a gig, and we always we use a voltmeter to test our power to make sure we're not going to blow up our gear, but none of us had one. But and then we eventually found one in a mic case. But we would plug it in, it would arc on one side and then trip the breaker. And then we were like, it's probably fine. We got a different meter later, and it was totally fine. Like the power was totally fine. But then my boss went up to one of my other coworkers. It was like, hey, have I ever given you a voltmeter yet? Like you should have this one.
That's hilarious.
I was thinking of another one is like for the drummer, be like, on the rider, the drummer needs 8 DIs. For each one of their.
I will not my toms. Thank you.
Another one of my coworkers says that oftentimes to fuck with people, he'll put 4 mics on a kick drum and he's only using one. And so people all the time are just like,
so good.
How do you get that kick to sound good? It's like, well, I'm using all 4 of these mics.
That's great.
Yeah.
I never was in a prank war, but I was a really shitty young adult in 18 or 19. We had this 80-year-old guy that was from Lithuania and barely spoke any English that was at Papa John's with us when I was delivering pizza, and we would give him the delivery bags, but they were filled with empty boxes. And so he would deliver pizza without any pizza in there.
Oh no,
that's hilarious.
That's really sad.
I was a really shitty kid. I don't know what to tell you. So I don't do those pranks anymore.
Yeah, I just have to take a second to acknowledge your situation here. Billy looks like if A Christmas Story developed an alcoholic problem.
What'd you say?
Billy looks like if A Christmas Story developed an alcohol problem.
An alcohol? Oh, you mean a drinking problem?
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Yeah.
Billy looks like the modern day Cousin Eddie right now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? I'm just in the spirit.
There you go.
and these wolf shirts find me.
Yeah, what?
It's not like I'm going out for it.
Were you
What'd you
raised
spill
by
on
them?
it?
Just water. But then I put it in the
Just
dryer.
water.
Yeah, it was just water, and then I put it in the dryer, and then now it's not wet anymore.
That is how dryers work.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that he only wears these on full moons because it's a full moon today.
I don't think he wears them. I think his shirt like transmogrifies
Yeah.
into a
No.
wolf shirt.
Yeah.
like
He wakes up
The
and it's
werewolf-
already just on him.
yeah. It's a werewolf shirt.
This one has a full moon somewhere. There it is.
That's what drew
Yeah.
me to it.
This is Galco.
No,
It's Hebrew for kindness.
Yeah,
There
we
you
can get. All right. Well, shout out to Alan King and
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the boys at Grind Time. That was a great. I love
It was
that clip.
disgusting, but it was.
We're
it was
happy
pretty
you
funny.
made it through that
Fantastic, yeah.
phase.
Yeah.
Glad you're not dead.
And you talk about me, Miss Uncle Eddie. Did you see Alan King's fucking Fu Manchu he's got?
Yeah.
And that.
Handlebar mustache.
a good look.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's clean.
that's good.
It's good.
So that's not white trash, but me.
I say you look like a Christmas story. That's not white trash.
You look
Said
like
Uncle
you should,
Eddie.
I did.
Oh, he said Uncle Eddie.
Oh, you said Uncle Eddie.
Yeah, come on now.
Your look like it looks like it should include a brown paper bag that you're drinking out of.
Just drinking Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah, Steel Reserve.
Can we smoke
Fuck
cigarettes
yeah.
in here?
All right, so what we got for the next
All right,
clip?
let's play a little roulette.
Can you smoke cigarettes in here? Fucking does God wear sandals? Yeah. Light it up. Oh, hang on, go back.
Billy looks like if Santa Claus was a Walmart brand.
Everybody knocks Walmart. Walmart's a good fucking store. But I think I want to know if you're going to use one of my clips that I got to set up for
I'm
this.
using one of your clips.
Okay, so the reason why I picked this clip is because you need to be laughing at the right thing. We had Paul Levine on our podcast, and he was such a huge guest, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like okay, he was. This is not even my opinion. Like, he just really was. And y'all had the hardest time in the world trying to deal with the fact that he was sitting outside the whole time with his dog and kids and a pool and a trampoline and everything like that. It was so difficult. So I clipped this episode because I couldn't stop laughing while we were trying to do it, but I had to internalize it and just absorb all the laughter. And you did the same thing. We were trying to make the best of it.
Yeah.
And it's so cringeworthy that's why I made it to a clip.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, roll it.
Well, if you're trying to become a national act, if you're trying to grow in that way, you need to get to play music in front of certain people. You need to do that. I mean, and some of those people are promoters, some of those people are fans, so you need to expose your music to as many people as you can. And that's how you look.
He starts laughing.
Talking about people that are playing a lot of shows in their hometown. Well, if you're doing just that, well, yeah, you should be getting paid, right? Because those people know you.
Totally.
But if you're making new friends, sometimes you do have to take.
Can you pause for a second?
When
it cuts to us, our faces are so fucking miserable. We're just trying to what do we do?
Yeah.
All right, keep playing. Sorry.
Take what you can get, or what have you. I'm sure with Lucky Costello, we probably gave you tickets.
Yep.
For
I wasn't gonna say it though.
Huh?
I wasn't gonna talk about our deal. That's the way to do it.
But we always tried to be cool about it, and we'd give bands that we normally would have probably paid $500. We give them $1,000 worth of tickets.
Oh yeah.
So they could do better than I would have been able to pay them.
Especially at a festival like that where those tickets sell themselves,
They don't always, so sometimes, if you have a shitty show and you do it like that and they don't get paid anything, well, that sucks. But
right.
Anyway, we don't do that anymore. We've moved away from it.
He wants to chime in. He's got a lot to say on the subject.
She's barking her approval. As you're growing and developing it, you have to. You're right. There are some gigs that are for exposure. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Like y'all coming to play, hula. We're going to pay you something, but you probably get paid more when you play a gig in Jacksonville. And well, hopefully you're going to make 500 new fans.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're going to be able to tell
faces, man.
whatever festival in North Carolina. Well, I played Halloween, and that means something to promoters.
Yeah. 100%.
So there's value. There's different kinds of value.
Yeah, 100%. It's all risk reward thing. And yeah, it's just a lot of people I feel like just attach value to only the money side of it and don't see the value in anything else. That's the kind of shit that gets you stuck playing cover gigs in your town for the rest of your life. Bill, you got any last questions you want to ask?
I've got one complaint about Swanee, and I don't know if you were in charge of this at all, but what happened to the restrooms that are next to the porch stage? You got rid of the pissing troughs, and now it's all urinals everywhere. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I feel like that's got to be a decision.
Well, you mean in the John Condo?
In the what? Sorry.
There's a building there that's called the John Condo.
Yeah.
Used to have the troughs in it.
Yeah, I know. And now it's all urinals. It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
It's COVID. It's because of COVID.
Oh, COVID? No, it was before that. No, I was just wondering.
I blame everything on COVID.
Well, anyways, bring them back. All the boys want it back.
Yeah, all the boys.
Just, go in the woods and shovel out like a trough.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. All pissed together in the woods. It's
there you go.
It'd be more special.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious.
I'll let the park know. I wasn't in on that decision.
Okay, all right. Just make it short.
Well,
I love like first off that, but I love how Billy thought that was a Paul decision. Like he's a promoter of a festival at the park. Why would you think that was his call?
It was so genuine, like how we were just kind of dealing with what we could could do. And then at that point I was like, all right, well, fucking, I'm gonna ask this question then. This is ridiculous.
That was a spite question?
It got a little bit, yeah.
I should also say that we love Paul Levine, and we're honored that he even did our podcast, and he's
no animosity at all.
Best number, and
it was a situation.
And if you stuck through it, thank you, because that is brutal right there, for sure. And I'm sure that Paul would acknowledge that too.
All right.
It was amazing the focus he had. Like he was dropping some great knowledge.
Yeah,
and
I know.
I'm sitting here going 1, 2, 3, 4 dog barks. I can't even keep up, man.
But I just thought it was hilarious. Like, okay, so I was looking for that clip at the end about the piss trough saying, because it was just like so random. I thought it was going to be a really funny thing to ask him as like a reliever, because I thought it was going to be pretty serious and everything like that, because Paul's a pretty serious guy, and it did not land at all.
Yeah,
but getting up to that, I couldn't stop laughing editing that clip, because it was just like that dog barking like nonstop.
Yeah, totally.
And you did a good job whenever you cut to us muting Paul and then like not having the dog bark or whatever.
Did the best we could, man. Did the best we could. I would like to say thank you to Paul, because now all of our Zoom podcasts are
mandatory.
You can eat off them; they're so clean.
Yeah.
But that was we learned something. On our side, like oh wow,
totally.
Was that a little bit of a racy of a clip? Maybe I should have.
No, I thought it was a great
ran it past you
Paul's
before.
face there.
Ran past it. It's a fine clip. The whole idea is that we all like bring a clip and the other one doesn't know what it is, except for Chris, because he has to edit them all down.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we didn't have to, but you're getting used to the artist life. So
That's true.
Did you see our faces? We're just like fucking like I don't
know.
know what we're supposed to do right now.
That one move that I did that like, oh god, what are we gonna do here?
You were like over there like, oh my god, asking like another question.
Yeah.
Because it was so awkward. I don't know what to say.
You guys must have been like going through something on your end, right?
So that's
man.
if like the clips that I wish I could pull are all the clips that are never recorded, which is like the footage, like our camera, like behind the scenes when stuff's happening. Because like another example of this, I don't know if I'm ruining something, if it's gonna be another clip later, but related. We had another guest that was like it sounded like they lived right next to an airport, and like every now and then there's just like a motorcycle or a plane would go by, and like Chris and I would be there just like, oh my god.
That happens here though. Sometimes you get sirens coming by of like firefighters or cops or something.
Railroad.
I don't think I've caught those in the podcast.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't really hear those bleed through too often.
I actually don't watch any of the episodes after we record them. So
I hate this show actually.
I love the show. It's just I experienced it.
Yeah,
we know you don't listen to them, Gene.
Yeah, it's fine.
Gene like shows up, sets up cameras, and he just goes. He's
He
like,
doesn't set up anything.
I just talked about how I white glove this.
Gene is
great. I love
the
it.
group chat.
yeah, he'll check in like once a month in the group chat.
Send a meme that's unrelated to anything that's being talked about.
And you're right. Actually, Billy sets the cameras up, and Gene goes back there, just presses the buttons, and then just leaves. And then we see him again the next week. It just
maybe.
Maybe. Maybe.
We find out Monday night that
Oh, hey, by the way.
Oh, I'm in Kentucky for 3 weeks, guys. Sorry.
I'm out fighting Ice-T. You can't be here.
Oh, is that a clip?
No, that was a clip. That was a clip that I was thinking about doing, but I was just like,
that one.
We thought Gene was gonna clip that one, but he didn't.
that's what I thought.
Tell it again,
We thought Gene was going to get clipped.
Yeah, I did too.
All right, what else we got up there?
Chris.
Speaking of Gene and I back in the booth, this is a personal favorite. It's stupid, but
Oh, sorry.
second, bro.
Oh, this is recent.
It was like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Maybe like a human caterpillar. I don't know.
Yeah.
Damn it! I was so close to getting that right, and it was funny.
This
Oh,
one.
we can't show that. I
Okay.
had to blur that out.
Wow.
It's not live.
Oh, okay. No, don't put that.
No,
live,
we probably should.
Well, no. Hang on.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
No,
No,
don't.
it's, yeah, you know.
Wonder what the butterfly looks like.
Oh man.
Oh, good lord.
It's definitely not a butterfly. It's probably a tenderfly.
All right. Anyways, so
Maybe like a
that was a short one.
Oh, was the yeah, because we never put the image up, did we?
We didn't. We probably shouldn't. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
put it on a story on bottom of the bill or something.
Yeah.
Is it porn?
It's not porn.
Oh, it's
At least
not?
I don't remember it
It's a
being
little-
pornographic.
It's. I mean, there's some tits in it, but it's more artistic than pornographic.
Artistic.
Like
is
how
a very
artistic?
loose word. That was
Like
this,
Michelangelo artistic?
I mean, pretty close. Yeah, he had a.
Or like
Or
Roman
like-
Polanski's basement artistic?
Okay. I was gonna say maybe like a nice vintage '70s porn or artistic, but you know whatever.
that's
I mean,
not
it's
art-
definitely
okay.
creative.
But anyways, explain that clip because
so-
I thought you were just making fun of me for not saying human centipede right.
No.
Which is funny in itself.
we were.
No.
but-
So what's,
Yeah, that was funny.
And I call it the human caterpillar.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Which is basically the same thing.
Well, it's not really though,
No,
right?
No, totally.
no.
how
no,
is it
they're-
not the same thing?
I mean, Google.
Different bugs
Yeah,
together.
they're very different. Yeah.
Those are two.
One turns
those are-
into one turns into a butterfly. The other one
Haunts your
doesn't.
dreams.
Well, one's like a beautiful mermaid.
Yeah, but
type thing.
a caterpillar and a centipede both have a lot of legs and they're real long.
But
Yeah, but one's a.
This is
horse nightmare and one's-
this is like you're saying like an ant and a spider are the same thing.
No,
Like-
a spider has 8 legs
and they're arachnoids.
yeah,
and not
and a
insects.
centipede has like 100.
or somewhere around there, right?
pretty close. So
You trying to tell me a millipede has 1,000 legs? I don't believe it.
Count them.
Anyways, go.
all right, so the explanation is you guys, that is 99% of the time the things. So when we're back here, we'll just, if you say something ridiculous, we'll just Google something maybe even partially related to it. And this is just the one time out of, I don't know, 100 that we decided to throw
Actually
it up on the
send it to
screen. Yeah, because there's so much shit that gets thrown up there. But this one,
There's
during the same episode, you guys had mentioned.
Okay, it was this episode too. That's what
it
I
was.
thought.
It
That's
was
what I
the
thought.
Kanye was a butterfly or
Yeah, something like that.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
I forgot what
I
it
can't
was.
remember.
Yeah,
it was like Kanye was. I think it was Kanye as a butterfly, and you went into the AI generator.
Yeah, no, I think he said something about human caterpillar.
Yeah.
And we had just talked about Kanye, so I think I just typed in
that's what it was.
Kanye as a caterpillar.
Kanye is a caterpillar.
Yeah.
And it had boobs.
Well, it just was putting up this just horrific demon spawn image of Kanye.
The things that were coming out of that AI generator, like
was
I
half
can't,
Kanye,
I
half
can't.
caterpillar, and you guys are over here having a serious conversation, and we're back there. I'm
dying.
I'm crying.
He
Like
can't-
I put it on a wide shot, and I'm like hands off the switcher. Like I'm like I can't do this. Like this is too funny. I'm looking at Chris and like because I have to look at the multi-view like of all the things, and I can see everything at all times, all the cameras and whatever he's doing on the computer. So he's just still clicking through, and I'm like, you have got to take these off of the screen. Like I can't do this while these are up like this. Like
Man, I wish I had like a picture of it to see.
Didn't you bring one of them up on the episode?
Oh yeah,
I think we
definitely
did. Yeah,
can-
we put it on your screen, but I don't think it ever hit the recording. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Probably
we
the best.
We could throw it up there real quick though, right?
But you said it was like
that's up to you. Yeah,
There's some new,
Find it.
not
there's
safe
some
for
new-
work.
No, I
There's some
don't.
nude tits in it. Right?
Yeah, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to take
Nah.
any risks like that.
Don't take
but-
any risks.
Well,
Never take
I'll
risks.
tell you what.
Be
I'll
like
blur it out.
Anton.
Go check the. Go
on a
check.
poster, no risks. Anton Plume.
Go check out Bottom of the Bill's Instagram. We're gonna edit a safe for work version and throw it up there so you guys can check it out.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's we're gonna do it.
Or TikTok too.
Yeah,
Oh,
give
we're
us
gonna throw it on
money and we'll
TikTok.
send you pictures of Kanye West as Hitler.
Go to Twitter for all the
Yeah.
NSFW.
Yeah.
With a
Anyway.
nip slip, apparently.
Kanye's big old honking tits.
Oh, my God. That's a great band name.
All right. Anyway, we got more clips here. On that note,
All right, let's go.
I think before you put one on, we need to set it up because I didn't know what we were watching. I thought we were just laughing at me getting the human centipede wrong.
I almost like that more.
I don't know.
yeah, no.
Before you pull it up, let me take a look at what you're putting up so we can
Yeah,
maybe give
you
us
can
some
see it on
context.
the.
All right. No,
Do you want it? Yeah. Do you want it, Anton's?
All right. Do you want Anton's?
And then Anton knows what it is and he can tell us about
All right.
it.
How about a story about
It does feel like Christmas. I feel like we're just like playing Santa. I'm like, yeah, I got this for you.
Oh, that's true. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that angle.
Well, Christmas is everywhere and all the time.
Okay.
Harry Potter is Christmas?
Harry Potter's Christmas.
Which I found out how popular your unpopular opinion was on that episode because it actually popped up on my HBO Max thing where it's, for Christmas movies, Harry Potter was up there.
my
And I was like,
God.
this is how basic Billy is sometimes, where he thinks his unpopular opinion is unpopular.
It's an HBO title.
Harry Potter is Christmas.
Basic Billy Begley, that's what they call him, kids.
Yeah.
He's a big alliteration guy. Also. We found out
Alliteration.
earlier. And consonants.
And consonants.
Yeah. That's
All right, what do you got next?
Or be the lug bone. Never mind. All right. How about a Brett Bass story?
sure.
You want to set this one up?
So we were talking about some stories. We had Brett Bass on, who's a bluegrass artist here in Jacksonville, and we were talking about some of his. He's got a reputation for being a feisty gentleman.
He's a big dude.
He's
too.
a big dude.
You don't,
Yeah.
you don't fuck around with Jim Brown. Basically,
Yeah.
is what he looks like to me.
Yeah, and
He's a nice guy though.
You don't tug on Batman's cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't spin the wind.
So, anyways, we brought up this one story about. I was asking about like a situation that I knew it had happened, but I wanted to hear his perspective on it. So this is kind of that perspective. Then Chris came in and talked about a situation that happened where he randomly saw him in North Carolina, which is a cool story too, actually on itself. So we'll play that now. You guys check it out.
One I've seen recounted a few times on Facebook recently is we were at the Flies Tie playing, and there was a guy who decided he was going to take off his flip-flops and start clapping along with the band with his flip-flops, and he was clapping way off time, and I warned him a couple times. I was like, dude, fucking quit that shit. And he kept, he was drunk, and so he kept right along, and finally I just like handed my guitar off and got off the stage and grabbed his flip-flop and slapped him across the face.
Hell yeah, dude.
And he
awesome.
quickly realized that I wasn't kidding, and he left shortly thereafter that.
Man,
Yes.
I've actually got a good one too that I don't know if you know this or remember this, but I'm from North Carolina, and when I was down here at UNF, I was going home for the summers, and I had seen you guys and wasn't playing on the scene so much, but I saw y'all were playing up in Boone, so I went up to the show, and you know where I'm going?
Yep.
Oh boy.
So
Love this story.
I went up to Boone with a buddy of mine, and we're watching y'all play, and I don't remember what set it was, but some drunk motherfucker like just was wobbling around the front of the stage and went right into your microphone, and you walked up to him while still playing guitar and headbutted the ever-loving shit out of him. And like you might have broken his nose, like I don't know what, like he was bleeding from his face. And my buddy and I
don't
were looking
remember
at each
the
other
blood,
like,
but-
this is, I don't know, maybe I'm embellishing it a little bit.
You
I
might
was
be.
a drunk teenager.
Yeah, because that's
but-
assault now.
Oh, it was
That's assault, brother.
it's a beautiful thing for me to see in blue, because I was growing up in bluegrass and never saw like edgy bluegrass. And I'm like, I told a buddy, I'm like, man, there's this great guitar player, these great guys, let's go check them out. And then like headbutting off the stage, it was beautiful. It was great.
Yeah,
I've
so
been a fan ever since.
to give that story from my perspective, we were playing a very metal influenced tune we have called the Murder Chord, and I guess this guy was a fan, but also very, very drunk. And he heard us playing this song, and he got right up in front of the stage and started like moshing, was like, head banging and carrying on. And he full on knocked my mic stand to where that thing punched me in the teeth.
Oh, that's the worst, dude. Oh, what that sound! That was a
me.
perfect sound.
Like clocked me in the teeth hard, and like he was completely oblivious to the fact that he just punched me in the mouth with my own microphone, and that didn't sit well with me. So when banjo player started taking his solo, I stepped around the microphone and just headbutted the shit out of him. But his head was down, so I headbutted him in the back of his head.
Okay.
I didn't headbutt him in his face, so I don't think there was any blood on his face.
Were you still playing guitar while you did that?
Oh yeah,
Fucking badass.
Didn't miss a note. But you know what I've seen?
That's great. I love that story too. 'Cause the thing is, like, I love how the guy, especially in the Boone story, that was like so unsuspecting, right? Because like he was just dancing and moshing, and it hits the microphone, and hits him right in the mouth, and he just gets off stage and just fucking rocks him.
Yeah.
That dude had no idea. You know what I mean? It's fucking. I don't have that in me.
No.
You know what I mean? But like he was just like, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" Like you're getting it.
Yeah, your guy might get a snippy remark.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Hey, don't
buddy.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, buddy,
pal.
you better watch it.
I like that second story a lot, but the first one is way funnier to me. The one about being at Fly's Tie in Atlantic Beach.
Yeah.
There's something extra disrespectful about being slapped by your own flip flop.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Totally.
We didn't
It's
really.
his own flip flop.
Did you?
Yeah.
He took the flip flop off of him and slapped him in the face.
No, he was
he was
holding it in
clapping
his
with him.
hands.
So then he took one of them
Out of his hand.
Yeah.
out of his hand and slapped him in the fucking face.
Yeah. Fucking hardcore shit.
Brett Bass fucks.
He fucks, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
That's the
Bro.
most badass shit I've ever heard.
That's not just aggression. That's biological warfare.
yeah.
Yes.
The Fly's Tie floor, like you get some of
Oh
those
my
germs up in
God.
there. Like that's a war crime.
No offense to
my
Fly's
God.
Tie or anybody that owns
Any
or
bar in general,
managers.
man. Any bar in
Yeah.
general.
Listen, I think they know. I think they know.
Yeah, that's pretty. That was a
Name
great
out
story. I
about
love that.
Yeah, Brett was a really cool guy too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to embellish that as much, but I remember, like, looking back on it, it might as well have been like just a scene in a movie. You know, like the way it played in my head. Like, guy breaks his nose, falls unconscious. The whole bar starts cheering. Beer goes everywhere. The guy just lays unconscious on the floor. Like
They pick Brett
that's
up
what
on
I
their
remember.
shoulders and
Yeah,
carry
like,
him out with the golden trophy.
yeah, like there's a party in the street afterwards. Like this is all. I was wasted.
What happened after he headbutted him?
I mean, the crowd did go wild.
Obviously,
Really?
we
Yeah.
can't rely on Chris's memory.
No, I want it to be
He
a
thought there
war
was-
movie.
Yeah,
like-
he's trying to make this like a Scorsese film.
He died.
Yeah, Saving Private
Man,
Ryan up in there.
he fell on the floor, dead.
Yeah, he was bleeding. His friend
Everywhere.
His friends dragged him out by his ankles while the crowd cheered.
That's the most outlaw country
No,
thing
it
that you
was,
can do.
it was. They earned their title on that one for sure.
Yeah, Brett's
Doc
awesome.
Watson would have been proud.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, shout out Brett Bass.
Excuse me.
Those guys are out there doing their thing now too.
Yeah, they're back, right?
Yeah.
Grandpa's cough
Playing
medicine.
with them Thursday.
This Thursday, right?
Underbelly. Yep.
At Underbelly, right?
Got Tease Charity.
Well, not by the time this comes out. It won't be this Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Go back and watch the stream.
I'm
Those
planning
were
on going to
streaming.
that.
Are we releasing this on Christmas Eve? Is that what we decided?
The day before Christmas Eve,
Oh, right.
the 23rd.
Dope.
And Merry Christmas, everybody who's watching.
Merry
Go way
Christmas.
back and find the stream.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what
that's
we
a good
got?
one.
What we got next?
Let's see.
Let's see. You did one of Tony's.
That was one of Anton's.
Do one of mine then.
All right.
No, let's do one of Gene's actually.
All right. Everyone sit in silence for the next 4 minutes.
Right, yeah, exactly. As I didn't do my homework.
All right.
But tell me which one you're
Speaking
picking.
of not doing your homework,
I named it.
how about the unfortunate child? That was a pretty bad homework assignment.
That wasn't that. I did my homework. No, don't. That's not on me.
No, not you doing us not doing our homework.
Yeah.
You're not doing.
Oh, this one.
The unfortunate.
Before we
child.
watch, I gotta grab a drink real quick. Does anybody else need?
Yeah,
anything?
you mind topping me off there?
Sure.
I just need to drink more of my drink. It's been too far away.
Yeah. We
Well,
got.
you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back with more clips after this.
Star White.
What a Ramsey Gordon guy.
You mean Gordon Ramsay?
I wish we'd have gotten that. And we're back, everybody. We're going to go ahead and show this clip. So before, I just want to preface this that this one's a bit it's a little brutal, and I think that I came in thinking that this was your guys' idea or that you guys knew about it somehow, but it wasn't. It was Billy had an idea, and then it was like.
I was about to say, if you want to set it up, that's fine. But this is the clip that I chose, and it's for a couple other different reasons. But keep going.
I understand, but I'm just saying that because like I know what the clip is. I just want to like just give my perspective on what was going on in the moment.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying.
Well, there's two reasons why I chose this clip. It is, it's about making the best with what you got.
Yeah.
And I turned it on its head, and it was like, instead of like apologizing, like, have a scapegoat. Right?
Yeah.
And I thought that was the way to go with it. And it was funny, but it's
also mean as shit.
But they're
You
all
guys go
laughing.
in. You don't hold back. Like,
Everybody's laughing.
Yeah, it was
I haven't
good.
seen this clip, honestly.
But the best
have
part
it?
about this,
No.
Oh,
the
yeah,
best
it's
part
good.
about this clip is me and you, who are like just so frustrated that it's the second time that this has happened, but we have to like save it. We're not mad, by any means.
We're just disappointed.
Well, yeah.
No.
Honestly, I bet it was very cathartic for you because like when like beforehand it was very tense in the room. Afterwards, all very good.
Yeah, no. It was
out.
we weren't. I'm still not mad about it. I never was mad about it.
I was infuriated.
Well, you're
I
gonna
know
have
that
you're gonna
is,
have
yeah.
to talk to Tony about that. But the whole point is this: is
Tony's
our give and go, like that was the best improv I think we've ever done on this show.
That was good.
And it's like we don't skip a fucking beat.
I know.
Anyways, action.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. We have quite an episode for you today. We have our friend's Fortune Child on. I thought it was a great episode. We had some really great highlights. What do you think, Bill?
It was the best.
It was the best?
I love Fortune Child.
Yeah, these guys are awesome.
They're my new favorite Jacksonville band, 100%.
So we get into some of the stuff about them being a three-piece now. We get into some cool topics on bottom of the billboard. I think my favorite by far was the unpopular opinion segment.
Unpopular opinion section was just to die for, really.
Yeah. I mean, if you want it,
That's a death threat.
if you want a surprise banger of an ending, watch that.
That was pretty neat.
Well,
Welcome to the end of the show. We all decided that this would be a great place to end the show, didn't we?
yeah, we decided that. And also put the camera on the fucking tech crew back
Yeah,
there.
100% on the tech crew.
100% of the tech
We
crew.
got a couple words, and everybody needs to see them.
Because I'll give you the real unpopular opinion of the day.
Here we
is
go.
that Gene should still be working with us.
Yeah.
How's that for an unpopular
Here's an unpopular opinion. You guys do a great job every Tuesday.
Here's a real popular opinion. Gene's name should absolutely be Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, that's not unpopular.
That's a good fucking popular opinion.
No, keep it up. Don't you dare switch. Don't you dare switch.
This is
so this is what happened.
This is what the screen looked like by the end or halfway through the unpopular opinion segment, because Gene is amazing at his job. And what did we do again this week, boys? We didn't listen to what Anton said. Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's not your fault. Because I never do.
Yeah, but you. That's true.
Yeah,
thanks,
it's
Bill.
true.
Yeah.
Look how good I'm doing.
Yeah.
No, we never said microphones. You put your microphones down. You put them down.
Yeah. And
No, and it goes right back to you.
Bill is also. What?
Did you fucking
What's
drop
that?
something again?
You can't write this shit, people. I swear to God. And also, just back to your point, not listening to me. He still works a shitty call center job. So I'm just saying. Anyways, back to the tech crew.
Yeah. Just want to say thank you again for fucking this up a second time.
With the same fucking guys. How does it happen twice? Cheers. Yes. Give yourself a fucking cheers for that one, boys.
There's nothing fortunate about the fortune trial.
Well, there's nothing fortunate about our tech crew.
Put the camera back on us. Put the camera back on us. There we go.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry that the unpopular opinion segment didn't work out this week, but I think we got some good
Do you remember?
content here.
Do you just want to list off the unpopular opinions that they had?
I think Christian's was that.
No, he's that the Arcade Fire is trash.
Yeah, Arcade Fire is trash.
Okay.
Buddy didn't have one.
No.
Oh no, he kind of stumbled into one.
He said that fads are stupid.
All the current fads,
trends are dumb.
All the current trends are dumb, and then which really led to him not liking mom jeans, which means like high waisted.
Which was turned out to be Anton's unpopular opinion. So they for the first episode.
For the first episode of Bottom of the Bill ever, actually, go back and watch it. And then John's was
Hitler was right.
Yeah.
No, it's that passive. I'm sorry, active pickups are bad.
No more government subsidies for active base pickups.
Yeah, exactly.
He's on to something, guys. Just saying. Anyways, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Sorry again for our terrible tech crew. And
don't apologize for them.
And you're right. And we will see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks you so much for Fortune Child for coming to our show twice. And third time's a charm, right?
We'll get him back here again. Make sure you check them out on all streaming platforms.
Yeah,
also,
absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, thanks.
I love that fucking clip so much.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
we had some good moments there.
Memories.
It wasn't even because y'all fucked it up. It was just like the best capture of me and Anton actually oh, this is all fucked up again twice. We might as well fucking get hammered. That's probably the most drunk that we've been on camera.
I don't know that first clip that we did.
That
I was
first clip was
pretty gone.
Wait, what first clip?
The intro clip that we
first
did
clip of this episode.
Jack.
that we're
Oh
filming
yeah.
right now.
Well, that was you, but we both were.
Oh, and that clip, yeah.
That clip, we looked like we were friends.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you guys were really drunk, yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But
we do all right.
That's why I was like, I know that's gonna be a funny one because of the whole setup and we're making up a scene and everything like that. But then I watched it more and more when I was editing it, and I'm just like, man, we just we're fucking just both on the same fucking level. It was good.
I know, yeah.
And you all were too with the fucking
cheersing and
I was
all
like,
that.
no microphones, and he just
yeah.
and then y'all cheers and everything. That was gold.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
What was going
was
through your
good.
guys' head at that moment?
You know what I mean? I wasn't feeling good about everything that had happened, so I was like, all right, I'm just going to take it.
We just figured if we let him get it out now that we might
Yeah.
not hear about it as much down the road.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that was your guys' idea, because I
It
was
might have
outside
been.
smoking a cigarette and I came back in.
Yeah,
and
I told Dad to fucking calm down outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then
Before he fucking kills his
Beat
children.
his children.
and then I forget who told me what was going down, but I sat down. I was like, "Oh, this would be great."
Yeah.
I think you told me we were gonna roast them.
Yeah.
But I thought it was your idea to roast us, and you just told him that's what you guys wanted to do. But then it turns out that you didn't tell them what was gonna happen, and you just told me that we were about to roast them.
No, I remember what happened. I said go with what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah.
Like that, and then
right.
we're gonna roast him that way.
That's right,
And you
yeah.
did. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it didn't really hesitate on that one.
No.
Oh, I had a lot of things to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But we're laughing about it now. Like,
Yeah, I know.
we learned a lot.
I was
from
laughing
that.
about it then.
Learned a lot that night.
We haven't messed up since, right, Gene?
Okay.
Yeah,
We
you
say
have
it-
messed up.
Speaking
We
of
say
which-
at 11:30 at night,
Jesus
filming the podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how late did we start this podcast today?
9 o'clock.
That was
times.
I will accept partial responsibility for that one. I will say that was my fault. We were working on the Kiki the Brave shoot last night.
Yeah,
and
keep
the
your eyes
cameras were
out.
all dead. I didn't remind Gene to charge them. That was my fault.
Yeah.
What are you
That's
gonna
He
do?
worked a long 14-hour day.
I did.
I'm sure
He was really
And
tired.
guess what? He brought 0 drink tickets, Bill.
Yeah.
How's that make
Yep.
you feel?
I think that's the best fucking Christmas present that you
No
could-
drink
you-
tickets.
just drink tickets.
I'll bring you some drink
No,
tickets.
don't bring fucking beer or liquor to the house, but just bring drink tickets. That'd be so fucking funny.
My boss actually still has food meal tickets in from festivals in his
That's
truck.
what I mean.
They're
Just
like,
bring the
sitting in
just
there.
bring the
Yeah.
tickets in.
Hell yeah.
I got you.
All right, what we got? What's next, boys?
All right, this. You want to do yours?
Yeah, Gene-
I think
Gene's
that's a
got
good
one
segue.
from the break.
Yeah, from the break. We pulled up a clip on YouTube, and it's perfect segueing into another clip where I fucked up. So let's do that. Shall we?
All right, yeah.
Boop. Oh no, there's no sound.
Wow.
We've ruined everything.
Is this the clip?
This is it. This is part of the
I'm getting
experience.
flashbacks.
This is part of the
Somebody get me
experience.
out of here.
How you can't
This is-
make this timing up?
Yeah, this
is
is
so funny.
the definition of irony. I
I
You
believe.
don't even really need sound for the.
I want to go home.
Where's
All
Lance
right,
Morissette when you need
Here
her?
you go.
Platform if they're not
There
hitting
we go.
certain numbers because they're actually not able to keep up with the cost of their server space basically to keep hosting 100,000 new uploads every single day. That's what they're and since YouTube and Apple and those other TikTok now is going to have their own streaming service. Since those companies all have other revenue sources like videos and Apple is what Apple is. The music is the tiniest part of their revenue stream, so they can just allow people to upload it whatever they want whenever they want. Spotify has one source of revenue, and that is streaming. So when there's 100,000 uploads every single day, it's costing them more money, and most of those streamers aren't generating anything in return. So they're actually going to start charging people. They don't know what the number is yet. They don't even know if it's true 100%. It's just speculation. But unless they find another source of revenue, they're going to start charging the artists to keep their music on the platform, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, I had like a
They have
whole.
ads.
Yeah, I was about to say.
but-
I had a whole manifesto about how big of dicks they are for this.
But ads aren't the.
They also created it, so they can do what they want with it.
Oopsies.
For the
Just that like 2 or 3 seconds of me just like a Crips just like.
Where's Chris D'Elia when you need him?
yeah, for those who
That
are
was such a-
only listening.
That was such a tech fucking clip right there.
Yeah.
and anybody who's listening, obviously you can't see what happened.
Yeah,
and so
It's a Clips episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
the video
yeah,
guy screwed up
but
video.
he
Come watch it.
He faded out
Yeah.
when he
Then I
wasn't
made a-
supposed to fade
He
out.
faded out back to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He faded
faded
out back to
out,
himself.
back in, just in time for me to look at Chris and be like, "Well, I fucked that up," and then
it's on camera.
and then move to the next. Actually, get back to someone talking. Like,
Yeah, y'all don't know how many of those happen that don't make it on the screen. So it's nice that we at least get one this whole year.
I dig it.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. There's one I was looking for. I couldn't remember what episode it was, but we made a comment before the episode where there was gonna have to get into one look, I was gonna have to do a bunch of button switches, and we were like, I wonder how many times I'm gonna fuck that one up, and I'm like, well, we'll see. And then there's one where there's a good clip where I fuck it up and it comes back and while it's on us, I'm looking at Chris and I just go 3.
Now I really want to watch that clip of my unpopular opinion about the sound guys, but I couldn't remember what episode that I did that on.
Yeah, which one was that? on?
I don't know.
My unpopular opinion was I don't care how many hours you worked, where are my drink tickets?
Yeah.
As a sound guy, and that has been a inside joke here for a long time.
We gotta get some T-shirts made with that or something.
Yeah,
Where are my drink tickets?
Yeah.
Play Freebird.
Where? That's all it said. Just where are my drink tickets?
Or I'm with the guy that requested Freebird, or I'm the guy that requested Freebird.
Or I'm the Freebird asshole is really the one that
that's right.
Freebird.
I'm still working on the stickers. I'm gonna give them out at all my favorite gigs.
What do we got next?
All right, I'm gonna go with one of mine. This is
Write a song about me and my loofah. Oh
Instant.
Jesus!
well,
all right.
there it is. Bill's kind of our special little boy, and I.
How old are you again?
Oh, come on. I'm a grown man now.
Yeah.
Fucking Gen Z in the house
17,
over here.
A Gen Z. I'm a millennial. And
what-
you can
Get
put
outta
that in
here.
the books.
Y'all both the same age, right?
No.
Chris is a year older than me.
Yeah.
But so you're 18, he's 19.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm 343. He's 344.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Year
It's-
18,
yeah, it
year
was
19.
dumb.
They're both very young,
We're
is what we're
thousands
trying
of
to say.
years
And we are
We
old.
transcend time.
We're not young anymore.
Sorry, we didn't. Went to school studying on like
Well,
stone
okay,
tablets
so
and stuff.
get this. Back in the 1800s, where Billy's from, they had these
Hey.
crazy shower rituals.
Yeah,
Back in the olden days, this is how pioneers used to tell their fortunes out on the Old West.
That's pretty good, Chris.
Enjoy the clip.
All right, here you go.
Okay.
Damn it, I did it again.
No, that's all right. You guys are doing a bang up job.
Look, I can either give
Listen,
great
being in
zingers
front of
or
the
I can
camera
unmute
makes
the
us
computer.
very nervous.
Chris is the kind of guy I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. So
I'm sitting next to the guy that trips over his own fucking feet, but all right, cool.
Write a song about me and my.
yeah.
All right, play the clip. But it's just inspiration. There's a lot of characteristics to it.
You're so inspiring.
It makes me clean. It's a magic 8-ball for me. Actually, it provides luck.
Because
That's what it does. And it is black and green. And it's in my
He literally has he has these
superstitions.
These superstitions. His entire day is dictated by whether or not he has a good or bad loofah day.
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate on that, Bill? Or you want to leave it right there?
Pretty simple. I have a very strict order of how I wash myself in a shower, and at the end of it, I put the loofah in my face and make it all soapy so I can't see, and then I turn around and face the shower head, and then how I find the rope on it will dictate how my day goes.
I love that.
Thank you.
So
most people
much.
think that's crazy.
Also because I revel in routine.
Yeah. The OCD shit. But I had a really good loofah today before you came over, actually. So
Very
I think
good.
this is going pretty well. And it's based solely on that.
Now,
What's
question.
Up? What's up?
What makes it a good loofah day? What makes it a bad?
Oh,
loofah day?
how quickly you can find it, and then each finger on my hand has something that correlates to it. If I got it on my thumb today, and it was like almost instantly, which means that's just a real good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A-okay. Thumbs up all the way.
Yeah, if I get on my middle finger, that means like it's gonna be rough, but I'm gonna make it good. Like fuck you. Like I'm gonna make this a good day.
Can you just go through all 5 right now?
Pinky is something surprising that's gonna happen. A ring finger is something romantic.
I was going to say romance.
Yeah, she already got it. And then
Pointer finger is that you're
It's-
taking charge.
no. You're like coming up to me, or you're making your own. But yeah, the pointer
I
finger.
tried to guess because it'd be
That's good. That's-
like, what if I was right?
Totally.
I wanted that for me, but what is it?
The pointer finger is that something's gonna happen good to me. Like you're gonna have a good day. I don't know.
And so
Taking charge.
And so a bad day,
Yeah, you're
a bad day doesn't have anything to do with the fingers. It has to do with if I can't find it and I'm there. And if I have to open my eyes to find it, that's like the worst day.
now,
Wow.
on a scale of
it's pretty wild.
1 to 10,
Yeah.
how accurate is that? Do you think?
Like 10.
Really?
Today, at least for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, that
It's
worked
just
out.
it's an all around good loofah day.
Okay.
Write a song about me and my loofah.
All right.
Oh my God.
So
Incredible.
this is why this clip is so funny to me, because Billy is notoriously a man of science.
Yeah.
Okay, but also has these. This is not the only one. These irrational superstitions, and I am somebody who, in my day to day, am also a person of science, but I also like to question those things. But superstition makes absolute zero sense to me, and this one by far takes the cake on irrationality.
Yeah. This
So how
Before we even get into the actual thing, I thought that was what you were gonna say, is like how I just train wreck conversations like that. Because Danielle was a great guest. She was a wonderful musician that we had on our podcast. But at the same time, like she was just talking about, like, I like writing songs about this, I like writing songs about that, and then I was like, you should write a song about my loofah.
Yeah.
That's where it went. And so then it was like, yeah, like you said, like, and then I was like, well, why about your loofah? And I was like, thanks for asking. And that's what I went into. Because I was trying to, pick
Billy's
up
over here. How do I talk about my loofah?
Yeah.
How can I get my loofah into this conversation?
No, what didn't make the clip though that I find fascinating is that you keep all of your loofahs, right?
Excuse me?
No.
Then we made a joke about how we could turn this place into a studio and how we could use Billy's old loofah collection to soundproof the room.
Now that is not true.
That was a hilarious joke that I made though on that episode. And you should for sure go back and watch it.
That's not true. What happened? What we talked about was that I've gotten new loofahs and they don't work the same way with my trying to find the rope that's attached to it, and so I still haven't been able to replace my old one.
Oh,
is all I'm trying to say. It's not like I'm keeping it and like I'll never get rid of it.
That's definitely how I imagine.
But it is hard for me to find a new one that works. So yeah.
How did you come up with this?
That's a better question. How did I come up with it? I don't know.
Where did this come from?
It just kind of just happened. I don't know. How did Jeffrey Dahmer start killing people? You know what I mean?
The way you were talking about it, though, just sounds like you're like reading out of a horoscope book. Like you're like,
that's basically what it is.
Surprise, like the,
no, but Billy, what do you think of astrology?
I think it's outdated.
Yeah. Everybody needs to get onto the modern loofah.
Yeah. But that's what I think is that's what you're focusing on is actually like the reason why I do it. Not the fact that this isn't a podcast where we're interviewing a musician and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have a 5-minute rant about me talking about what I do in the shower.
I think it's good content.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, that is ridiculous. Like, I don't know why you would do it, but it is not as ridiculous as this loofah theory that you just throw out.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like the conversation.
There are power scalings here.
Yeah, the conversation is good content.
All right.
Your belief in this is absolute insanity.
It's your belief that makes that conversation interesting. Because if you're just like, I like a good loofah, then that's nothing.
No.
Like,
Here's what's better. Astrology is bullshit.
100%.
But my loofah thing, 10 out of 10 accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to say is it is basically an experiment every shower. And then I test it throughout the day.
Can I see your data?
I'm telling you right now, there is like 99.9% percentile that it's true.
Thinking of this all wrong.
Oh boy.
This is how we fund the podcast.
Yeah.
He needs to make a good loofah day app.
Yeah.
And like everyone at home can have their own good loofah day or bad loofah day.
Furthermore, we are looking for loofah sponsors.
We are. We are looking for.
Why haven't we reached out to a loofah companies for sponsorship?
That's going to be the clip we send out.
Fuck yeah.
Billy, you could get your own signature loofah.
I'd like the only person that does that.
It's the perfect string.
That's the problem with the new loofahs that I try to get is that either the string's too small or it's too big, it's too easy to find. It's got to be like middle of the road, like just. Yeah,
I think you need to start making your own custom loofahs.
Get your dimensions on that.
Your
Bill's
custom fortune.
loofahs.
Yeah, Bill's custom horoscope loofahs.
Yeah. And again, it's not. It's just about what's if you're gonna have a good day or a bad day.
What'd you call it?
Because every time that it.
No, I got it better. A fortune boofa.
A fortune boofa.
Because it's Billy and loofah and mixed together. It's a boofa.
It's got to be B dash oofa.
Boofing is.
We know what boofing is. Thank you, Bill.
Thanks
for fuck's sake. Thank you for spelling the joke out. Okay. Anyways.
Well, but as far as like whether or not it's accurate, 100%. Like especially when I can't find it for a fucking long time. Awful day.
I'm really looking forward to the peer review study.
Yep, coming to an app store near you, 2023.
Do you want to know? Do you
That's
know
alliteration.
Do you want to know what it was today?
Yeah. What was it?
Today it took a little long to find it, but eventually it caught on my thumb, and I didn't find it. It found me. And it kind of is related to today, where the cameras weren't charged up and we had to wait a little bit, but. We're having a pretty good podcast.
Okay, so I need more data.
There's no data. There's no- it's-
I've been doing it for about 10 years now.
I just
so.
need more
You
description
need
then.
recorded data, though,
What-
Bill. You know how science works, right?
What are you doing to this loofah so that, like, you say you're looking for this string? Like,
Yeah, well, the last step, like I said in the clip, is I put the loofah with all the suds on my face, and then I turn around and I wash my face, and then you know how you wash the loofah to kind of get all the soap out?
Sure.
So I do that for a little while until it's like you can feel that there's no soap, eyes still closed, and then I start looking for that rope.
Okay. How long is a long time? Like, how long did you look for it today?
Like today, like out of 10 being a long time, I would say today was like...
Out of 10? No.
Just give us
me
seconds.
a unit of time.
Oh,
what the fuck?
Man, science over here.
I don't-
4 out of 10
I
time
don't-
scale.
Hold up. No, yeah.
I don't count
What
this.
is 0 being no time at all? 10 being what? Infinite time?
No, 10 would be a long time.
It took me 6 hours today to find the
Solid 8.
For sure. If I have to open my eyes to find it, then that's the worst day.
When the hot water
got it.
stops running in the
Got it.
house.
But I would say any more than like 5 seconds.
Bill, I don't want to hear how many hours it took you to find your string. Okay, where's
No.
my drink tickets? Like,
I'm not gonna be looking for a string for hours. Like if I can't find it in like 15 seconds, I'm opening my eyes, and then I don't fucking leave the house.
I don't think you should leave the house.
damn, I wish I had that kind of conviction.
I just want to meet somebody else on the planet that does this. Just one other person.
Well, there's nothing based in any reality.
It
in that,
has-
so
the
there's
thing-
not. So there's nobody else that does that.
All it took was like 3 or 4 times where like I couldn't find that fucking rope and like really bad shit happened that I was like fucking doing this every day because it'll let me know whether or not I should get on an airplane.
There's no way. There's no possible way that somebody that wasn't Lee Harvey Oswald could have killed JFK, because that would be conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's
and conspiracies
conspiracy.
aren't real because that's crazy.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
It took me 10
But
seconds
a
to find
loofah, yes, it took me 10 seconds to find
Find my
a loofah, and
The
it's
string, not the loofah.
the string,
yeah.
and it's the worst day ever, and I can't leave the house because that's real.
I'm imagining some scenario, Billy, where like it's 2001, September 11th, and you're about you're about to get on a plane.
He's listening to Billy Joel.
You're sitting there, and you're like, wait, I can't find the string, I can't go, and then that's how your family was
Why?
saved.
What happened? But no, I didn't start doing this until I think it was, I'd say at least 10 years ago. Yeah.
10
Oh,
years.
And the first,
Whole adult life.
this is why. Why did you start doing like you just?
I
this is just
don't
something
really
you
know
just
why I started
doing.
I
Like,
started doing it, but I definitely know that like the first time that I was always like, oh shit, this is real, was I did it, and then when I was in Lucky Costello, it was a long time ago. The gig was double booked and was canceled.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I couldn't find that string for fucking ever. And I was like, shit, that was an awful day.
Damn, maybe I should just start doing a loofah day so my gig stop getting canceled.
I'm just saying.
I don't even have a loofah. Is that why my
No.
life is miserable?
That's why you work 18 hours a day.
I can never find the string. There's no string.
It is true.
Stringless Gene over here.
I am very scientific, and I am definitely against conspiracy theories, but I'm extremely superstitious.
You're right. This is very
It's-
scientific. I
It's
remember
an
the Bill Nye episode
oxymoron.
about
I
this.
am a walking fucking contradiction.
paradox,
I know.
yeah.
I know.
Billy
but
thinks the loofah's flat.
there's that's yeah.
Jet fuel can't melt
that
loofahs.
was good.
But me trying to say that's a conspiracy and then help my own paranoia about things, it doesn't help. So
Yeah.
what do you want me to do?
All right, so let's move on to the next clip because we got to move on.
I can't believe like I told that story and then everybody was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, I probably." You don't have to share everything.
No, you do not.
I love.
Please share less.
I love that though. It's
Yeah.
it's so good, and I think
Yeah.
just it's good comedy.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyways.
It's also very true.
That's-
Who
that's the
who
best
makes
comedy.
that up?
Oh, no one doubts you.
And I do it every day, or at least every day I take a shower.
Okay, all right. What do we got here?
Yeah.
This next one is one of our new friends, Rick Lawler. This is one of your clips.
Yeah, so this is not necessarily like a funny or entertaining clip. But for me, this.
Well, I'm really glad that you chose it.
I liked the conversation because I thought it was just inspiring. Somebody who is our age that's like
better
picking up their life and relocating and just kind of like not starting from scratch. Obviously, he's an established like artist and musician. However, it's still not easy going to a place like New York and restarting and just, you know, whatever. I just thought it was an inspiring story. So this is the clip, you know.
My story was inspiring too.
Your story is ridiculous.
I did, yeah. I grew up in Florida, Tallahassee, went to Florida State, moved to Atlanta, was there for 13 years, and then this past spring, left Atlanta, and I just landed in New York a couple months ago. So I'm just kind of getting my feet wet, figuring out what life is like up here. But it's very exciting, very creative. Obviously, a challenge, but it's one I wanted. So yeah, it feels good to be here.
Yeah, man. What's the dynamic like going up there from Atlanta? I'm sure you worked real hard to get plugged into the Atlanta scene, and now it's like kind of starting from scratch again. Or is there an opportunity you moved for?
It feels less like starting from scratch than moving to Atlanta did originally. I'm just at a different phase of life. I'm, mid 30s. And I've known people up here. I've been coming up here, for years to play, even though I've never lived here. So a few of my like close buddies, like from college and just the music scene, have been up here plugging away. So I'm not starting from exactly ground zero, although I'm definitely an unknown quantity to the vast majority of the scene up here.
Sure.
I'm just kind of making the rounds, doing the stuff I did in Atlanta and Tallahassee just to like meet people.
Hitting the jams and everything.
Yeah, jams and just, I'll see a friend that's playing or an acquaintance. Like last night, a guy I'd known for a long time, this guy, Chris Parker, great guitar player. I just happened to see on Instagram that he was playing at a venue in the East Village. Like I was at Rockwood Music Hall at the time and I was like, oh, he's playing like a 10-minute walk away. I'll go over there. And I did, and I ended up sitting in and like meeting a bunch of cool people. And yeah, it's just trying to it felt good to do that and just meet some new folks,
Nice, man. Are you like freaking out about like having to kind of play that game, and not even play that game, but just having to kind of do the motions again and the uncertainty of the unknown and all that?
Yeah, but it's like I really asked for it. I think if I had tried to move here when I was younger, I would not have been like ready for this necessarily.
Sure.
There's a lot of people who come here and they just like they're ready, but for me personally, I don't think I had a strong enough sense of like who I was and what I was trying to do. I think Atlanta forced me to kind of grow into myself in that way, and Atlanta kind of prepared me for this because I feel like myself. Like I don't feel like I'm trying to prove anything necessarily, even though I'd obviously have a lot to prove to people up here. But for me, it's just like I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna try and become some idea of New York me. It's like I'm just taking Tallahassee and Atlanta with me, and I'm gonna be that here and just find my little spot in the city.
Yeah, I love that.
That's what I hope.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's so inspiring. Also, I love that. You just moved to New York.
Yeah, I just think that it's like it's cool. It's such a ballsy move. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, like without a doubt, it is.
And somebody who's at that level that was seeing like success in their city.
Yeah.
Like Atlanta, which has an industry and which has like infrastructure there for artists and that kind of thing, to be able to do that and then leave that place,
yeah,
and then go to a place like New York and then like understand that that's like a whole different level of the game, and have the confidence in yourself and where you're at in your career to go there and get yourself established. I just think it's cool, man. You know what I mean?
Like the worst thing you can do in your growth as any career is to get comfortable.
Yeah, totally.
And so you gotta have a lot of respect for him for doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Without a doubt.
I mean, he was already an internationally touring artist.
Exactly.
When he left Atlanta. Like, what do you do after that except go be around the best?
Yeah, do it at a different level. You know what I mean? Like, there's just if Atlanta, if like New York is the apex, New York, LA, like those are the apexes of the music industry in the entire world. There's not a place in the world that has more established industry in entertainment than those two places.
Yeah.
So it's like to go there and do that Atlanta was probably like, halfway up the mountain.
Yeah.
And then it's like you do that, and it's cool, man. I thought that was very inspiring.
Do you think that's why like the people at the very, very top start becoming like pedophiles?
What?
Because there's nothing else they
bored?
can't buy. Yeah, like they're like, what's the last
Yeah,
thing?
I mean, I have a whole. If we can go into this if you want.
I'm just trying to say, like,
this stuff.
I'm not trying to diss him for moving to New York and everything like that, but like what's the top of being a musician, like the very, very top thing that you can do?
Like Beyonce?
No, it's to go to the Epstein's Island.
Not anymore, right?
Well, yeah.
He committed suicide.
Yeah, he committed suicide. No, but for real,
that would be ridiculous if he didn't, right?
This whole music industry is such a weird thing to be a part of, because at the very end of it, there is no end to it.
Yeah.
It's art at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, are you the best? I'm like, yeah, you can say that, you know, majority of people think you're the best, but you're never going to be the best.
That's the whole thing about music, right? Is like no one that's really that great is going out to be the best.
Exactly.
No, yeah, without a doubt.
It's just it's just to do it at the highest level, you know, like that's the thing, is to be able to do it
and do it for yourself. And I get that.
And just create completely unrestricted. Like that's what I'm sure that's what he and all of us are, you know, like to be able to play whatever comes into the top of his head with whoever.
Yeah.
Like that's probably what he's like. I want to be able to call this bass player, this drummer, and just make this music that pops into my head. And like,
and that's really
what
cool.
New York's is, or LA, or
and not have to worry about like, shit. Well, I can't do it because I gotta clock in, or I can't do it because I have to do this gig that I don't want to do so I can pay my rent, or like not have to worry about like the bullshit. Like this is like to do it at the highest level where like the art, the creativity is truly rewarded. Like the uniqueness and just your ability as an artist is rewarded to the point where you don't have to worry about the day to day, and you can create untethered to any bullshit that of the daily grind, you know.
Yeah. Well, Rick Lawler's got it, man. He can play diminished chords, so he's going to be doing all right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Or half diminished.
He can play both of them.
Both of them, right?
Anton still doesn't know what half diminished sevenths and
it's
full
so
diminished
ridiculous.
sevenths are.
It's so ridiculous because like
you're so wrong.
A
every
half
time.
diminished is a flat 7 and a minor 3rd and a flat 5. That's a half diminished chord.
It is indeed. He's correct.
What'd you say?
Flat 7.
Yeah. Is a what?
Flat 5.
No, is
minor
what,
3rd.
Is what chord?
It's a half diminished chord.
No.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
No, he fucks it up.
No, he's right. I'm sorry. That is half diminished. Your reaction took me. But a diminished 7th, flat 5, minor 3rd, that's a fully diminished.
But guess what? Hey, dude. That's boring. Half diminished chords are boring as all hell, dude.
Yeah.
How Rick Lawler plays them? Fuck you guys.
What are the intervals in that again, Anton? Go for it.
I'll look at you. But unless you're wearing a Stratocaster, when I turn my head.
I like this clip because Billy's reaction is hilarious, and this is an episode we did with Madison Grace, and this is actually a really fun episode. Madison Grace is awesome, great songwriter, great singer, but this like moment here was just, I thought was such a good depiction of like the difference between Gen Z and the millennial thing.
Oh my God.
And how it's just your reaction to what she said was so great. We
I
love
can't
you,
believe
Madison
you made
Grace.
this into a clip.
I thought this is like such a funny moment. Here
Merry
we go.
Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, if you mess with Dave, they will fight.
Don't come
you.
for Dave, man.
And they don't even have any like logic or reason behind it. They just make fun of the person like that. If you read the comments,
That's how trolls are,
they're
man.
just
That's
like
the internet.
that guy with rainbow shirt on, his fucking rainbow shirt. Fuck that rainbow shirt.
I forget that like y'all's generation didn't go through like.
Don't you dare say y'all's generation.
No, I'm super serious.
I want to hear this.
We Gen Z, we had to go through. So like everybody has bullying courses, right? But we had to go through like cyberbullying courses.
Fuck is bullying courses? Yeah, nobody had.
Nobody had bullying courses. I went to public school in Broward County.
Yeah, I went to public school too, but we still had to take we had like bullying seminars and like bullying classes where we would learn like what bullying is and like not to do it. So like eventually,
that was Michelle Obama.
Yeah. But we learned about like cyberbullying too, and like that's just what people do on the internet. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. yeah, it hurts, but sometimes I feel desensitized because it's like, I don't know. I'll still comment and be like, thanks, bro. And I'll just get them mad. So they'll keep doing it because it helps my algorithm.
Somebody
please, certified. I'll just keep.
Finish.
I'll just keep going, man.
So on our YouTube, somebody commented on one of our videos. It was not doing very well and just like made a snarky remark. And I just replied to them. I was like, "Thank you for commenting. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
No,
with
yeah.
kindness.
So you don't do that.
No, you do that.
No, that's what you do. You kill them with kindness.
No.
Murder them with kindness.
No, you just ignore them. 100%.
And I also want to do this. So a little bit of pushback on this on the Gen Z versus millennial thing. We had cyberbullying. Like MySpace came out when I was like,
we invented it, motherfucker.
But you didn't have classes on it.
We didn't have classes on regular bullying either.
Exactly.
I will say.
Hell no.
But like cyberbullying was for sure a thing.
Yeah, because y'all started it, and then
we started it. Yeah.
And then my generation started just like.
You guys doubled down.
We'll fucking finish it too. Yeah, if you met.
It was so fucking good, bro.
Oh man,
I love that.
My generation shit.
Yeah, don't you dare. First off with that, it's like y'all started. Yeah, we'll fucking finish it too.
Yeah,
just like. It just comes out of you. You can't even control it. That's
ADHD.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, but like it's just it's like how quick that shit comes to you is so funny.
Yeah, I don't like getting old.
It's not even about getting old. It's just
it is though.
It's like
how old is Madison Grace?
I think she's like 23, 24.
23.
Like
that's a whole 10 years.
Yeah.
That's almost a generation.
But we're not old.
But it's not a generation.
It is 10 years is a generation.
No, it's not. 25 is.
Where are you coming up with this shit, bro?
It always is 25 years.
That sounds accurate to me.
Yeah.
25 years?
I'll Google it.
Yeah.
So
La-ti-da.
my generation and my mom's generation is the same.
Huh?
She's born in 1962.
And when
that's my
and who?
And my mom.
And who?
And me.
You're 89.
So she was 26. Sorry, when I was born. But like that's a whole.
So that's why that's a generation, because it's about the time when the next kids would be born.
It's not
Thank you.
That's why it's 25 years.
The generation to me is like
the average
shift
period
of the culture.
The average period generally considered to be about 20 to 30 years.
God damn it. Like about 20, like somewhere between 20 and 30 divided by 2. I think that'd be like 25, wouldn't it? Go.
It's not like a sociological thing. It's like a physical, like, quantifiable generations of like this person had a kid. And
now, I don't know how they do it in Cuba, but I'm pretty sure you can't have kids at 10. Is that how it works? Because the word generation literally means the next kids you have. When do you start having kids?
I don't know, 15 sometimes.
Yeah, in Alabama. But yeah,
a generation.
But not 10.
Whatever. There's obviously a difference between like people in their early 30s and people in their early 20s. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, there's a difference for sure.
Huge difference. There's a huge disconnect.
But like. There's going to be a hell of a bigger difference in 25 years from now from our generation and that one.
Either way, I enjoyed that moment. I enjoyed that whole episode. It was fun, but like I thought that moment in particular was very fun.
Yeah, I feel like that clip was cut out of context and made me feel like I was just shitting on Madison Grace too, because she was such a nice lady. Like
she was awesome.
I wasn't like it came down to talking about. Just like my generation, I don't want to get old.
No,
that was on me. That was on me. Yeah. I don't want to be old.
No, the whole episode was great, and there was no animosity about it. It was just a funny moment. You know? Just it was a really good, clever, witty response to that.
I suppose so.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyways.
I think this is a Billy clip. Billy ruins Anton's.
Okay, so I had a feeling that nobody was gonna select a clip from our documentary episode.
Oh yeah,
you didn't even think about it. Yeah. So this clip I picked. This was the first one that I edited, and this is how we bicker back and forth, 100%. But you can see like who starts it. Which is always you, and I will always be nice to you.
Incorrect.
No, hang on. Until you say like one like fucking rude comment to me, then I'm like, all right, I guess this is the rest of the night now.
Incorrect.
No, that's not how it goes. But watch this clip because it's hilarious where you see like I'm being nice and everything, and then you just like snap, and I'm like, all right, coming back at you, kid.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go.
What? It's all crackly and shit.
What do you call a herd of cows masturbating?
I don't know what.
Beef stroganoff.
What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef.
It's better than what I was gonna say.
What do you guys call a chicken with no beak?
What's that?
I don't know.
Stupid.
I was hoping you guys could tell me because I don't know either.
Oh, that was
wow.
what a letdown. I
That
thought
was
you
a
were
good
gonna
one.
do a funny pun or
Oh,
something.
that was a good one.
What do you call a deer with no eyes?
That's about as good as my favorite joke. One of my favorite jokes ever. Why do
What?
scuba divers fall out of the back of a boat?
Why?
Because if they fell forward, they'd still be in the boat.
That's pretty good.
It's bad, but
What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. What do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs? Still no idea.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
That's such a culturally specific joke. It's like people.
Look, that kills in my neck of the woods. I'll tell you what.
I love how you say people up north.
you would.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
Shoot.
Man, we walked in for like work lunch. We walked into a barbecue place the other day, and when we walked in, this old man was like, "Man, there's a whole herd of y'all," and I was like, "Man, this place is gonna be good."
Let's see, does this work?
All right, let's try this.
Go watch our documentary episode. It's really funny. It's about the clip is about how we were in the studio and how you changed Streetwalker while I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's really funny.
Changing is a
Exactly. So that was the clip.
word
That
to
was the
use,
clip.
yeah.
Yeah. But you would have loved this thing.
Yeah,
Like
I know
right now,
exactly what
anyway.
you're talking
No,
about.
I know.
'cause it wasn't changing the song.
Exactly, and we had a whole conversation about it.
Interesting
No,
choice, but
no, you went in. That's what it was. It's like you went in all sneakily and then changed it.
Is your
This is the clip. I'm just reenacting the clip.
What do you think it means when you say that I sneakily did something?
You did something behind my back.
And I'm literally verbatim repeating this right now. What a wild way to like. That's a wild thing to put on your friend and your bandmate.
Right,
You think
right.
I sneakily went around your back to
Yeah.
do something that
Yeah.
you wouldn't approve of.
Yeah.
Because like the idea wasn't to be like, oh yeah, Billy, you really hate this. Let me do this.
No, I know.
It had nothing to do. It was like to me, it was like this is the production choice to make.
Man,
and you didn't like it. That's fine. But like
Joking on the
sneakily-
fucking clip, by the way. Don't get so serious about it. Don't have a heart attack. But what I was trying to say is this: is my next follow up was like, I would never do that to one of your songs.
Yeah, but why not? If you had an interesting production choice, why wouldn't you try it?
Not without your approval.
You weren't. It doesn't matter. You weren't in the room.
You
It
say
doesn't matter.
the
You
word
gotta
try
watch-
it like it was a collaborative effort.
No,
like,
yeah.
You're like, yeah, everybody, let's check this out.
No,
Like,
yeah.
It was a rep. It was because
No,
because
Oh
you
my
heard
He collabed Billy.
I collabed Billy.
You
No,
Collab me right in the
you
ass,
collabed him over.
dude.
but it was because here's the thing: is that it was because he heard it and then was like no, and then it changed, right? So it wasn't like I was, hey man, he's gonna fucking hate this idea, let's do it. And then it was like you can't even change it. It was like no, you heard it and you're like I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't know why you hated it. You even admitted after the fact that it was a good idea, but because you weren't there for the final
No,
decision,
in the clip
that you changed it.
In the clip, you say because it wasn't your idea, that's why you didn't like it. And I just went, yeah.
Yeah.
And you better not fucking do that again.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why Side Hustle's broken up, people. Because I work with a petulant child.
Exactly. Don't fuck with my song. And then that was
We're just trying to settle on our music, right?
And then
Okay,
you
music's
went,
not
and then
great
you
music.
went like, was like, yeah. Well, how did it end up? I'm like, yeah, I fucking won. Because what made the fucking album? Yeah, it would have been a good clip.
Damn.
Let's
All
just
right,
pretend
well,
it was here.
What are you gonna do?
Anyway, go listen to Side Hustle's
like-
Liberation on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Especially the last track,
yeah,
which is mine, and
What's
the
it
one that's
called?
at the very end.
it has virtually no plays on it. I mean, they all have no plays on them
One's
virtually.
got over
but-
1,000.
Yeah, my song actually that I wrote. So
That was the other part too. Sean was there, and he's like, boys, it's our song.
Yeah.
We wrote it together.
I know. Sean was always a mediator.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, what do we got here?
Yeah, what's next?
I got another Billy clip. This one has audio.
It does work?
Yeah, this one has sound. You did good on this one.
Which I did well. Superman does good. Anyways, what were you trying to say about this next one?
You must have crushed ass in high school.
Just fucking swimming. In
Just
it.
look at him.
That Wolf shirt's from high school, right?
Yeah.
I got this on Sunday.
I don't know. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's better or worse.
Walmart.
Yeah, this is a great value fucking Santa Claus over here.
That's pretty good.
He's
Great value,
coming-
Sam. That's pretty good, actually.
He's coming to all the double wides in Northeast Florida.
Yeah.
Bring the children cold.
Now, you ain't got chimneys, but just leave your back door unlocked.
Leave the key under the mat.
Leave
Don't
out
forget-
2 BPRs and a half-smoked cigarette for Santa.
And a glass of whiskey.
Oh, my God. Fucking redneck Santa. I love redneck Santa. Or white trash Santa, really. I like my Santa white and trashy.
That was great.
Half a cigarette.
Yeah.
I'll never laugh so hard this podcast.
I think that's the reaction of the year, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Anyway, what's this goofy little clip about, Billy?
Which one is it?
Something about polar bears.
Oh, okay. This is you'll first see that we didn't have anything decorated in my house, so it looks very bare. But speaking of bears, it's an unpopular opinion I had about polar bears. And so y'all seen the clip like 100 times because you've seen that 1 minute clip, and I don't think it did very well or whatever, but it was funny. But there's way more to it. So this is an extended version.
I almost picked this clip myself, actually.
Director's cut.
Director's cut.
Here it is.
Documentary, and I saw how polar bears eat food. And one of the things that they do is they go around in the North Pole, I think that's where they're from, North Pole, and they'll wait to where giant openings of ice are, like kind of not giant openings, small places of ice that open up, where beluga whales have to eventually come up to breathe because they're mammals. Anyways, so polar bears just claw at them every time that they go, and then eventually they die and they pull them up, and that's how polar bears eat.
Yeah.
Anyways, my popular opinion is I don't care if global warming gets rid of polar bears. Straight up. I just don't care. Yeah. I'm saying global warming, a couple inches of water on the coast, polar bears go, don't care.
Hey, you're just gonna raise my property value because I'm like at least 2 blocks in.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna.
I'll take that beachfront real estate.
So
I'll miss my neighbors though. Shit.
So let me be clear. This has nothing to do with me against global warming being a thing. Like, it's definitely a fucking thing. I think it's awful.
You just don't care.
I'm just saying, like, the least important thing that's gonna happen. 100% polar bears.
You don't think we should protect the polar bears?
No. They're the top of the fucking food chain, and like, just if they're really that smart or whatever you care about, just take them all and bring them back in. Just capture them all.
They're also great swimmers, so I think they'll be all right.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of those like Arms of an Angel videos where it's those polar bears that are like skinny, they're like skeleton polar bears, and they can't even eat beluga whales. And I say that's a win for the whales.
Bro, but you know what? Have you ever seen on the opposite end of that? Have you ever seen orcas try to when they go after seals?
Yeah.
Like when like seals will be on a piece of ice, and the orcas will actually create waves that knock them off the ice,
man, dude.
and then
Nature's
with one orca on the other side to catch the seal when it falls off, and then they just attack. So in your world, you just get more orcas doing that, and less polar bears scratching at belugas.
Orcas are not mammals, are they?
They are mammals, absolutely.
Mammals?
Did you ever watch Free Willy or what?
No, I wasn't allowed to. 1993 was a little rough in Kentucky. It's a little too racy. What was the soundtrack?
You weren't allowed to watch.
That's one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs is from the Free Willy. Keep it in the closet.
What a weird song for Michael Jackson.
It's a good song.
Sing.
couple days ago, I was watching some like.
I just have to acknowledge this again, like on the podcast.
Oh, please do.
Like, is Billy not just like the live action version of Butters from South Park? Wasn't allowed to watch it.
I grew up very, very, very Christian.
I know.
Very Christian. So I wasn't allowed to watch like most of what y'all grew up with.
And also, I like how we were having this conversation in Jeffrey Dahmer's living room. It's like,
What do you mean? Oh, because there's nothing on the walls or anything? Yeah. Yeah. That is true. It does look like fucking night and day different.
Yeah.
All we put up was some pictures.
Yeah, it's
Amazing
wild.
what that does.
That's all it was.
That was one of the first episodes we did with you guys.
That was the second one.
Second one, right?
Was
The
it
first one was Trey Miller.
Yeah, Trey Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went back to the start.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, anyways, you don't like polar bears. We've discovered.
No, that's not what I. Well, yeah, I'm
said
not a
that,
huge.
right?
I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah.
I mean, if they want me to hang out, drink a Coca-Cola, I'll,
They really
All
cut
day,
into his
yeah.
elf population, up in the North Pole.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Or his white trash Santa.
White Trash. That's one of my, if not my favorite Christmas movie is Bad Santa
Yeah, it's a good one.
with Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, I can definitely see how you enjoy that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like what the great value elves look like. Like, what are those?
They're midgets.
Well,
They're-
yeah,
I just think it's like-
what kind?
No,
though?
but like
No, I think it's just a bunch of honey boo boos running around in the North
Yeah.
Pole.
yeah, I could see that.
Anyways, all right. What do you guys think about that last clip?
It's just amazing how much, going back to the tech side of things, how much better they sound now. I almost was.
That's right,
I
'cause
couldn't
you're
get
using
through that one,
the-
just barely
The
being like,
shitty mics.
"What's he talking about? Polar bears? I can't fucking stand it."
It's
Yeah.
crazy how the sound doesn't travel like right over there because like the tech area is like not very far from us. It's literally like 20 feet away.
I don't think they
Yeah.
even had a microphone back
15.
there
I don't
on
think
that
they
We
episode.
didn't have
No.
mics. We didn't. I don't think we
We didn't
had
start doing a
headphones.
camera until a long
The
time
second
after that.
to the second season you
Yeah.
guys were on, right?
Uh-huh.
season
four.
Season 4.
Yeah.
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 Let's talk about that. How we started with season 3.
With them with season 3. Yeah.
No, like it started on season 3, and he's doing like I see what you're doing. You're doing like a George Lucas thing. We're gonna have prequels in 30 years from now. That's pretty smart.
Oh, I didn't think that far ahead.
No, I know.
I mean, neither did George Lucas, but
Exactly.
I'm not a big Star Trek guy.
Star Wars and Star Trek's amazing. So shut up.
yeah, I hate Stargate.
Stargate is an awful movie, but if you do you know Robert California from The Office, right?
Yes.
Have you? So you've never seen Stargate?
Spader,
then?
James Spader, right?
Yeah, but you never seen Stargate, then, right?
No.
He's the main character. You got okay.
He's
like-
a great actor.
Cool.
He's a great actor. Maybe that wasn't his best role.
Yeah, not Stargate.
But I mean, come on. That's like saying fucking Dwayne Allman's a terrible guitar player because he had one bad solo.
Are we gonna?
Am I right?
Are we gonna segue into this?
No,
No, we don't even have that clip. We haven't my clip.
I'm gonna clip that out.
Oh,
I think we talked about that clip plenty.
no shit.
Yeah, it's a shame that's the one that went viral. We had some great moments on this podcast, and the one of me talking shit about Dwayne Allman's solo goes viral. What are you gonna do? Anyways,
I should have made sure to show that to Devin Allman.
you should have. I had. We'll talk about it off air. Anyways, what do we got here?
So this is our good buddies, Liston and Jose.
Yes.
This was a riot of an episode.
Oh, my favorite one to this day.
I think I picked this one. Just a hilarious episode. And if I remember right, did we not pull them in like last second? Was there?
Yeah, we did. We had a cancellation.
Yeah, there was a few contenders that I almost pulled up for this clip of just some of the wild things that we got into. But
And me and Anton, I don't know if y'all had met him, but me and Anton had never met them before.
Never.
no, I mean,
I met Jose
knew
once.
them. Yeah, we just
Yeah,
flew
y'all
them.
knew them.
no, I've known him for a lot. Jose played in Alchematic with me for a while. Like I've known both these guys.
But
for-
like, how long do we know from our guests canceling and then coming on our show?
I mean, a couple hours.
Yeah, and then we're just like, all right, fucking,
it
let's
really?
go. And it was one of the best episodes.
Yeah, it was.
today,
Yeah, my favorite one to date.
We still got the tinfoil hat here.
Yeah, I
too.
know. Yeah. We'll put it up so people can see it. This tinfoil hat. It's about to look real familiar to you guys.
There you go. You want to wear it for
Oh,
Christmas?
I'll fucking.
Yeah, wear
you know
it for the clip.
You know what? Yeah, 'cause we keep it.
And I think we found out what a great value elf looks like right now.
Turn it back around.
That was
Oh,
good.
man.
Phil. I like that.
Well, we love to see you smile. Anyways, roll it.
McDonald's.
That's fucking Walmart, dude.
Corn tortilla is better than flour tortilla on tacos.
Bro, here's what.
I'm Mexican 100%. And the only toppings on a taco should be onion and cilantro and maybe tomato with some fucking hot sauce. I don't know why people be putting like all these extra.
Fucking, what's your background?
I'm Mexican.
You're Mexican, okay.
Oh yeah, I had tacos every day, bro.
We don't have tacos in Cuba, so
y'all do bread.
I'm a big fucking flour tortilla guy.
Oh yeah,
and corn tortilla to
the rest
me
of the world is
gross.
Dude, see, that's what people say. Dude,
all of America.
Yeah.
Loves flour tortilla.
Yes, because guess what? It's just better.
I am not racist. My best friend is Mexican. But Mexicans coerce you to eat corn tortilla.
Bro, I'm telling you,
I never felt so scared of Jose a day in my life until he got mad at me for eating a flour tortilla.
But my real unpopular opinion is corn tortilla is better than.
There's so many clips in that. Like, I clipped a whole like 20-minute segment out of that.
Going back to why y'all were wearing tinfoil hats, I think it's the funniest part of the episode.
Yeah, what were we talking about again?
God, if I fucking know. But you were just talking about conspiracies and stuff about the White House and about the insurrection that happened and all that.
Nope, we didn't talk about it. Nope. Or what we were talking about. What we were talking about was the influence that money has on culture, and if they're influencing the entertainment industry, they're definitely influencing politics in the same kind of way. And then you got up and pulled out a bunch of tinfoil to try and make me look dumb.
No,
which I then took out and started making a hat out of.
I was trying to help protect your head.
They also took out. They joined me in solidarity.
Yeah.
And then you were the one that looked dumb. And then we
no.
And then we
I still didn't look dumb. That was you.
And then you were like on the podcast while we're all making the hats. You were like, and I'm the one that looks dumb right now.
Yep.
It was great.
Yeah, you did.
It was really, I mean, it's crazy how sometimes like the guests that we don't know, because there's like zero expectation, or the opposite where it's like there's a deficit in expectation almost, right? And then it's like it turns out to be like the best episode. It happened many times.
I feel like everybody that's been on our podcast, except for like a handful of people I don't know.
Yeah, you're not really plugged into the scene.
No, not at all. Yeah. When it comes to jazz and all that. So
you're a bit of a hermit, aren't you?
A little bit, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we love about you.
Santa only comes once a year, so it's understandable that he doesn't get out much.
Yeah.
Yes. But anyways, I just I really enjoy this podcast because I get to meet all these different people, and it's really cool talking to all of them, and they all come to my house.
Yeah, it's wild, right?
I've had in the past
know
like
where you live.
Yeah, I know. Well,
what your stuff looks like.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not worried about
We
that.
bring all this with us.
But it is crazy. It is crazy to think of how many guests we've had, and it's all just been in my house.
It's like at least what, like 90 people in your house?
Yeah,
in the last 2.5 years.
That's crazy.
I guess you could call this a house. Like
it is a house.
Chateau.
It's a it's a house-like structure.
Yeah, chateau in French means shit house. You know that?
I said what I said, Bill.
It's like a great value chateau.
It's a house-shaped object.
It's a shitty shit house.
Shaped yeah.
I hate being poor.
Me too.
But yeah, it's just been a wild ride.
Yeah, it has been, honestly, and it's been this whole year. I mean, we're not even wrapping. We got one more clip left to watch.
Yeah, of course. No. I'm not. I'm just. I'm getting a little sentimental because
I was about to get there too.
End of the year.
I was about to get there too, and then I realized we had one more clip to watch, and I should save it for the end.
This one clip should probably look pretty familiar.
Oh, is this the one? Yeah, it's the one.
Now, we've all watched this more times than we can count. But in case you missed it, don't go on the internet much.
Worst guitar solo of all time. Are you guys ready for it?
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I already said it at the beginning of the episode.
No, you didn't. Dwayne Allman's solo and Layla.
I'd have to hear it. going on?
Wow, if you guys don't like that comment, you're gonna hate mine.
It's so out of tune, and he hits none of those changes, and he just it sounds good because of the way it's mixed. Going back to the engineer, doesn't sound good because of what he played. I encourage everyone to listen to it
on the ride home
next time, and but really hone in on that, because here's what I'll say is that somebody pointed that out to me when I was working at a music store back in the day, and I can't to this day unhear that now.
It doesn't start getting good until the piano starts anyways.
That's the section I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's talking about
literally.
I'd have to listen to it too.
Yeah, listen to it again.
You're definitely never right, so I don't think that this is gonna be
I love this. This is sick.
I mean, talk about some out of tune bullshit.
Heartbreaker? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Bro,
I mean, Jimmy Page was worst? He was a very sloppy guitar player.
Slop
Jimmy Page,
King. You're not gonna get an argument out of me there. I love Jimmy Page. He's one of my favorites.
Oh, dude, he's the man. It's crazy that he's an Asian woman now. He looks like it.
Oh,
have you ever seen those memes where he looks like an Asian lady?
Yes. Worst guitar.
Yeah. I like how Billy had no idea what we were talking about.
Not at all.
I 1,000% know that song and listen to it, and I've even learned how to play the piano part to that song.
That is
but
responsible.
I'm just like,
everybody knows the best parts when the piano comes in. I'm like,
Yeah.
literally what I'm talking about.
well, you didn't really specify where the solo was.
There's one guitar solo in that song.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That's it. That's the only guitar solo in that song.
In Layla?
Yeah.
The whole like outro before they go into that piano part, they're do-do-do-do-do, and that's what I thought you were talking
That's
about.
the main riff. That's the main melody of the song.
They have a guitar solo at the end of that, I remember,
No, they
and then it gets real.
They kind of do, man.
Yeah, they definitely do. So
He
shut up.
does
And
all
then-
that Dwayne Allman sliding up on top over that riff. That's also out of tune.
Yeah,
But it's
and
more
then
riffing than
and
a
then
solo.
yeah. So I'm glad it was your favorite part. That I didn't remember. I didn't remember that song.
Oh, okay. I got what you're saying now.
yeah. Even though you don't remember it, so
Billy just heard
that was a
piano,
joke.
and he's like, "That's my favorite part."
Exactly. That was my favorite part. Is the piano part in that song.
Yeah.
I literally just said the exact same thing that it's on the clip.
Yeah. So.
La-ti-da.
That got us where we are today.
It was a good clip, yeah.
Launched us into stardom.
It's the one that got us the most views on TikTok and Instagram with all the other great stuff.
What
that
are we
have
at
out
now?
there. Huh?
What are we at now after that clip?
2,227.
No,
On
I
TikTok.
think we're at we're over 250,000.
Oh, views, you mean?
Yeah, or whatever.
Oh no, views is like almost probably close
270.
to 400,000.
No, it's like 270, I think.
That's just so crazy that people were so offended by what you said about that song.
The hate that I got was brutal.
Yeah.
But like that didn't really bother me that much because like they don't like know who I am. But it's just like how creative people get with like the hatred for something they had no.
You got any good zingers that you got?
That I got?
Yeah.
Like that I gave back or
No,
That'd be a great podcast segment to just read off a bunch of
Here we
comments
go.
that people send in.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
things that they said to Anton about how he has no taste
Oh,
or
you
talent.
you
That's
caught
what I
some
want to
shit.
hear.
You caught some
Here's
shit.
a-
I'm sure I
here's-
did.
here's a good one
I
for-
just think it would be funny.
Here's a good one
to
shot at
hear.
Anton. He's a phenomenal judge of talent. He worked at a music store after all.
Oh, that's great. All right, keep it going.
That's good.
The next
Yeah, what else we got?
one, you lost us at 9 seconds in. Let's see. Oh my God, this is so long. There's so many.
There was one guy on Instagram that was like, from some guy I used to work with at a music store. Tells me everything I need to know, and I was like, "What? That I had previous work experience?"
Oh yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah,
yeah, great comeback too.
Yeah,
yeah. That's what I was trying to highlight. It was a comeback. It was a good comeback.
Oh, so that's not what I want to hear.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I know
wasn't.
what you want to hear.
I just want to hear what these evil people, the armchair.
Another good one was, I see how the podcast got its name.
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw that one. Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Among the stupidest statements I've ever heard.
That one's fucking nothing.
Real deep cut.
Instagram deleted one of the comments that somebody put on our thing. They were like, "At least he created something that'll live on after he dies. You guys will never create anything that anyone will ever remember after you die."
Man.
Here's a great one. Tell me you don't understand guitar without telling me you don't understand guitar. He'll go first.
He'll go first. That's great.
That's so good.
Did you get it? You didn't get any like direct messages from anybody?
No,
for
no
it?
direct messages. No.
Right.
Yeah, that would have been fucking awesome if someone was like sending me death threats, right?
What's interesting is like you said this and it went viral everywhere else, but Jacksonville, which is like where Allman Brothers kind of started a little bit.
Yeah,
or at least they had like some sort of like
but a lot of
correlation with Jacksonville. You'd think that like here people would be like, can't believe you're saying that about the Allman Brothers, bro.
A lot of musicians here don't use Instagram or TikTok though, and that's the thing. A lot of them most of them are still on Facebook.
What?
Yeah. I mean, 100% in that scene, anyways. 100%.
What are you talking about?
That's just what it is, bro.
That's fucking what it is.
That's what it is.
You want a couple more good ones?
Yeah, let's do a couple more good ones.
Music store dude versus a freaking guitar god. What is this? Your lunch break?
That's good.
Yeah.
Or you've never listened to anything but Jack White, huh?
Jack White's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
he's
I'm glad you. I
insult.
also think that.
Yeah.
One thing we can.
Oh yeah.
Agree on.
Anyway, follow us on TikTok.
No, there was one where somebody was saying something about like they use like this crazy. It doesn't matter. It wasn't even because it was related to like tell me you what was it?
tell me you don't understand guitar without telling me you don't understand guitar. He'll go first.
Yeah. There was like somebody like said some shit about like Leonard Skinner and something else, and I was like, tell me you're from the South without telling me you're from the South.
Respect for having a very, very bad opinion.
Yeah. What else we got? Let's just keep going for a minute. Why not?
Those who can't do criticize.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the whole podcast.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Except we've released 2 albums under Side Hustle alone.
No.
So no, okay. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like no, that doesn't matter. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
You're just not a slide guitar fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I
You just
fucking
don't.
hate slide guitar.
You don't even know how it works, really.
Yeah.
Nobody does, really.
Yeah.
They're using a ball.
It's like magnets, you know.
Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah.
Well, obviously this guy knows what he's talking about because I mean he worked at a music store. It's not like he plays an instrument or writes.
What's with all the music store things?
Because people hate people that work at music stores.
Why?
Because they typically know nothing.
Have you been to a
and they're
Guitar Center?
assholes.
Yeah, but I'm a piano player, so I immediately know there's nobody I can talk to about a piano there.
Yeah. I'm a sound engineer. I don't want anyone to, you know.
That's true.
If you're a professional musician and you walk into a Guitar Center or Sam Ash or whatever, like you're not going to assume that they know more than you because they don't. It's a paycheck for them.
It's like that Ron Swanson thing where he walks into Home Depot and he's like, "I know more than you."
Yeah, there's a meme with that.
Yeah,
But
exactly, yeah.
Because they don't because they're typically kids because the pay sucks.
Yeah.
It's a paycheck for them.
Yeah.
They think it gives them flexible hours to be a musician, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then you go in there and you realize that you know nothing, and you have a bad attitude because people treat you like second-rate citizens, and that's it.
But you worked there.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
For 9 months, I worked at Guitar Center. Yeah.
So what does that mean?
It means I moved to a new place and needed a day job until I could play music full time again, and that's what I did.
Could have worked anywhere. You're like fucking like Matt Damon, getting a janitor job at MIT and Go Will Hunting. You're like could have worked anywhere, but I chose Guitar Center.
No, I have no degree. I couldn't have worked anywhere.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
And you are a...
Go ahead and say it.
Telemarketer?
No. I'm not a telemarketer.
Anyways, yeah, so those are the clips, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's the clip episode, guys.
Man, I really wish I could watch that last one. I spent so long making all these clips and everything like that.
Yeah, it sucks that happened.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
So I guess the tech guys aren't the only ones fucking up.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
Anton's the last one.
It's not the tech guys, it's the technology.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
because
that's what it
every
is.
time that y'all fucked up, it wasn't your fault, was it?
No.
It was technology.
Yeah.
It wasn't tech guys or tech them. 2022.
You can't say
People.
technology.
Almost
without saying-
2023.
Say tech people.
Tech people.
Tech themagy.
Sound person. Sound people.
Can't say technology with no tech.
You guys want to do unpopular opinions?
Yeah. Don't you all have like a buttload of them?
Yeah.
I can go
That's
first.
what you say at the end of every episode.
What? I've never said that.
Yeah.
I'm not starting first because I didn't think that we were
I'll
going to
start
do this.
first. I got
Tony will
plenty
do
of
it.
them.
All right.
I'm not prepared.
Don't you hate when people like message you across like various platforms and you're just trying to like keep up with their like the fucking conversation?
That is
that your
annoying.
opinion?
Bro, what are we doing?
Like when somebody shares
Scorching take
when somebody shares something with you on Instagram after you've been texting them and you're like, okay, we're doing a new thing. When do we go back to the text message?
Yeah, it's a weird
Yeah.
thing.
I totally agree.
All right. Let's see what we
You just have to be an asshole and be like, it's like that was really cool. And I'll go back to that text message.
Yeah.
And give him a middle finger.
Okay, so here's a crazy one that I know you're gonna hate, but
Let's hear it.
This is more of like I don't know if it's an opinion as much as it's like an observation that I'm not really 100% sure about, right? But an EDM song cannot be on a top 10 iconic song list. Think about it for just a second. Okay?
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about everything that you just said. First off, you said EDM, and so that is describing one genre of electronic music. Okay, is that what you meant?
Electronic music.
No, you said EDM.
Talk about electronic.
So
music
already you
as a whole.
sound stupid. Now keep going with the rest of it. That it can't be iconic.
That's not what I said.
No, you just said that it can't be a top 10 iconic song.
Right, but you're not like you instantly went to like
No, I'm breaking-
hatefulness,
yeah.
and like you didn't even like give it any consideration.
Because you made me
with
mad.
the context.
You made me mad.
Because you gave it no consideration within the context.
What is iconic to you?
Top 10 iconic songs of all time.
What is iconic?
Like, I mean,
Harder, better, faster, stronger. It's not really EDM, but
It's definitely not EDM.
Okay.
It's definitely electronic though.
okay, but here's what. Right, you're like you're not giving it any consideration. You're just rushing to what you think I'm saying.
Yeah.
And the point that I'm trying to make is that like you would have to eliminate like 30 years of iconic songs that would make it onto that list before you even get to like the genre, like the creation of the genre, like the start of the genre, right? So I'm saying that really more of my point was I'm framing it as an opinion because I wanted to get it on like into the conversation, but it's really more of a question like, can an EDM song be on a top 10 iconic list?
Okay, but what do you
name a song within the last 15 years that you think is top 10 iconic?
I don't know. I mean, you have to
exactly.
You would have to remove.
But that's the thing. So I think screw EDM. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you remove that genre just based off the way that you're thinking about this. All of the best songs of all time for you happened at least 30 to
Well, not just for me, for most people.
Exactly. There's a whole culture of that just built around the Rolling Stone magazine. Like Rolling Stone is a huge proponent of pushing that whole era of music to becoming incredibly famous and long lasting.
Right.
So I think that your whole argument, I think you could apply to just about any genre, not even EDM. Like, you know,
Totally,
rap,
but-
hip hop, none of those would be the top 10 iconic songs.
Well,
of
I
all
don't know
time.
because hip hop came out in the 70s, so I would argue that you could like a hip hop tune could be on that list.
But how
just
many
given
would
the
you
t-
have to take up before you get to a hip hop song?
I don't know.
That's what
the
I'm trying to say.
question
What's an
asking.
iconic song?
That's the question.
Name
that I'm
one.
asking. A general consensus
Name one.
of top 10 iconic songs.
Just name one.
History
Just name
of
one
music.
song. Name one.
That's what I'm saying.
Just name one of your top 10 iconic songs.
One of mine.
Starting at number 10, go.
I would say I would like not for me personally, but I would say what's the Journey one?
Don't Stop
Separate
Believing.
Ways.
Apparently it's not that
Believing.
iconic.
Don't Stop Believing.
What's that one?
Don't Stop. I'm just really bad with
That's
song
one of
names.
your top 10 songs.
Not one of mine. I'm saying general consensus.
Sure.
Guys, this is outside of our personal
So we're
opinions.
going-
I'm saying objectively speaking.
We're going songs.
I disagree.
Songs that make the whole bar start singing.
Yeah.
Or like at least like everyone's like fuck yeah.
If you took
iconic.
If you took like
Okay.
yeah, a general consensus, right?
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So how do you feel about the chicken dance?
Do you think that like most people would think that's a top 10 iconic song of all time?
I feel if you've ever been to a wedding, it's very iconic.
I have been to several weddings. I don't think I've heard the chicken dance.
Not one
played
time?
at a single fucking.
Damn it, the white trash is showing through again.
Yeah.
Now let me get this straight. They didn't dance father-daughter dance to Butterfly Kisses at any of these weddings? Y'all don't even know what I'm talking about.
no.
Jesus Christ.
Zero idea what you're
Father
talking
kissing the bride during their dance.
Father-daughter dance.
Yeah.
Butterfly Kisses.
No,
You don't even know what
right
you don't
over
even know what the
everybody,
song is. Okay,
No,
all right.
only one person
God,
should
I'm
kiss
so
the bride.
I
It's not her
disagree.
dad.
I
You
think,
disagree?
yeah, because I think if anything, at a bottom line, I think you could pick one EDM song that could be iconic for that genre, and then I think that would be close enough. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about with.
Just put Levels On by Avicii. That's the most iconic fucking EDM song, and everybody on the planet is going to dance to
I have
that.
no idea what that song is.
You've definitely. It's been in like every advertisement.
Yeah, I'm just.
Have you ever listened to it backwards?
No,
It's
that's not- I don't-
amazing.
I
It's
don't
amazing
typically play my
backwards.
music in reverse on average.
I wouldn't recommend it for most songs. That song's amazing backwards.
I'm just the only point that I'm trying to make is like the
EDM
amount
sucks.
No, it's not what I said at all. Because you're just like putting this like thing on it.
That's
when
what
I'm
you
just
said.
Trying to like.
I
Really
mean,
more,
you are saying that EDM is not
It's
good
never
enough to
going-
become a
it-
top 10 iconic
yeah.
song,
That's not what
and
I
you
said.
singled that genre out as opposed to listing any other genre.
That's not what I said.
It's not what you said, but it's what you didn't say.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that like. If you consider all the amazing music that was created beforehand,
Yes,
and then
excluding EDM. Yeah.
No, but then EDM came out later.
This is what I go
You guys
through
understand
all
what I'm
the
saying,
time.
right?
Sure. Yes.
You guys understand that
what you're
jazz and rock and roll
Have existed
and
before the
way,
EDM.
like
I understand
way
that.
before, right?
Yeah.
And then what I'm saying is, by the time
like 20
EDM,
minutes.
Yeah.
like by the time that genre came to be what it is today, there was already a list of like these iconic songs that the world has agreed on a general level that would be like the top 10 songs of all time. And I'm saying it would be hard or impossible even for an EDM song to kick off something like Don't Stop Believing
Yeah.
and replace it at that point. It's
I'm
the only thing-
gonna
it's the only-
go. I'm
it's the
gonna
only
go.
question. It's more than just. I'm not even saying that this is like objectively what I believe. I'm posing it as an actual like question. Do you think that could actually happen?
Yes, in
Yeah.
fact, I think
I think
that
so.
"Don't Stop Believing" is like 10, and then the other 9 are EDM songs, and you don't know what you're talking about.
And that's Billy's unpopular opinion.
yeah. No, that's not my problem.
No, I think it's definitely possible.
Billy, it's.
I mean, I
possible,
think
but
it's.
it might
I think
be
it's.
another-
Well, I don't know. I backtracked that because earlier, based off of what I said, I mean, the way that you're framing this, entirely is like, yeah, like I think it's going to be impossible for anything, not even just EDM. Like, I think pop, hip hop. I think I even think hip hop, even though hip hop's much older than EDM. I even think electronica, anything that's not 40, 50 years old. Like anything that didn't exist during the 60s or the 70s is not going to be as popular because everything that we think is excellent and iconic comes from that era.
But hip hop did exist in the 70s, which is why I'm more framing.
It
I'm more
did, but
I'm
it
singling
wasn't
out
popular
EDM.
to Rolling Stone magazine.
Right, but that's I'm not it's, right, but I'm calling out one genre in particular because it's the newest form of what's
I'll
popular.
say this: I think Daru's "Sandstorm" is more iconic than "Don't Stop Believing" by
Holy
Journey.
shit. I like that opinion. I agree.
I mean,
and that's EDM.
That's definitely
as
EDM.
far as your super.
I would say that's EDM.
Accepting brain goes with
I
music.
think, and I think he's right. I think he just gave you the example
Yeah.
of a top 10 iconic song.
I don't know that song, so
I've never heard it
Yeah,
either.
you've
fuck
heard it
off,
1,000
both of
times.
you.
You've
You've never heard the song Sandstorm.
I couldn't hum you the melody right
Are
now.
you fucking kidding
The
me?
entire
right now?
world knows that
You
song.
know this song, Chris.
I couldn't tell it. I couldn't tell you what it is.
I'm so upset.
Anyways,
Chris, I am so disappointed
Damn.
in you.
Yeah.
I am so disappointed in you. that
That's
you don't know the song
days
to
have
read
run out.
Sandstorm. Like, oh my God, I can't. I'm playing it for you.
How's
This
it go?
podcast.
Sandstorm.
It's exactly it. Yeah. you
There's
have
no
to-
there's no lyrics. But it's
Why does it have
universal.
a title? It should just be called
I actually, Lucky Costello covered Sandstorm at Freebird, the second to last show that they had before Freebird closed, and I did the do on the Mo Prodigy.
So that's my.
That's the Crazy Frog song.
No,
that's not the
Axel F probably is up there too.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
That's my.
Yeah.
So any other unpopular opinions?
Or that Kerncraft 400 one. Sorry.
The what?
Like the whoa. Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I like scat, man.
That's zombie.
Take me out to the
That's
bar.
not zombie, right? Yeah.
Zombie house or something.
Yeah.
I like scat, man. That's a good one.
See, now you're trying to be facetious right now, and all we're doing
I like that song.
is we're like, we're thinking of like top iconic songs.
No, what you're doing is you're
that
calling me
everybody in the world
for posing it like a thought experiment is what you're doing.
And what you're trying to say is an elitist point of view. Those
no,
songs,
not at all.
Those songs aren't good.
That's not what I said.
Journey's better, which is a weird reach. I don't know why Journey.
Because the point that I'm trying to make is it's like I don't even like Journey.
I think it's interesting that you even made the comment that you're saying like the world has all agreed on this music that we would think is the top 10 most iconic songs of all time, and we've asked you multiple times.
Have you seen?
Times, name one, and you're like, I don't know.
Have you seen?
Don't Stop Believing would be one that I think that the general consensus. It's just one. I mean, fucking Sweet Caroline. Okay, like the worst songs of all time.
I don't think that's top 10 iconic.
In America, go the whole world. Sandstorm, 100%. Fucking Zombie, 100%.
All I'm doing
levels
is
1,000%.
Is just
all
posing.
EDM tracks.
Okay, then
I would. You know
you're
what?
just wrong.
Actually, when you're talking about iconic, what about the Amen break? It's not a song. Like that's a piece of something, but the Amen break is fucking everywhere.
Okay, sure.
Like,
the what?
The Amen break.
What's
I mean,
that?
that might not be EDM. That's more from like a DJ Hestop thing. Yeah, no, the. It's a drum and bass break. That
really a song.
specific break was a sample.
Yeah,
it's not really
like
a song.
everywhere.
It was a sample that was taken from a record, and then I can't remember a song that had the word Amen in it. And then that sample was put into a pack, and then it's been used fucking everywhere.
I like that I got somebody else on my fucking side on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know why you think I'm attacking
I haven't
the genre.
switched a video
it
thing
was
in like
a
5
genuine
minutes. That's why I'm able
question
to
about the
talk.
thing.
Because it would be something like me just going like jazz is made up and it doesn't make any sense and it's stupid.
That's not what I said at all.
But that's what it sounds like to me.
My
I
question.
didn't hear that.
Yeah, I saw like the immediate rush to try to make me look like a bad guy here. And when I'm just
not a bad guy,
thought experiment,
just ignorant and stupid, like you make me feel like all the time.
No,
That's the guy wearing twinkle lights.
Hey,
I know.
it's
right?
Christmas.
Anyways, go
What's
ahead.
the wolf's name?
These are analogous because I'm proposing a real thought experiment when you just shut down an entire genre because you actually don't know what you're talking about.
You don't
It's a
know what you're
difference.
talking about, and that's the thing that's similar.
Yeah, because
you think you know everything and you don't.
No, I don't think I know everything.
And I'm being
That's why I'm asking you
facetious when I
questions.
talk, but you're like just so sure.
Yeah.
That fuck EDM. Everybody else hates EDM too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you just watch one soccer game.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh shit, yeah, I was wrong. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways, we got to
just go outside.
I think it's time to get Billy a new loofah.
Yeah.
Or boofa for Christmas.
No, I had a good one today. A medium.
What's
one.
your unpopular opinion?
I don't know. If you can't dance to it, it's not good music.
That's your real opinion?
Yeah, I love dancing. Now you don't.
I'm not into dancing.
Yeah.
I think that's more ignorant to say than what I just said.
I agree, actually. Yeah,
What?
No, I totally do.
You agree with me?
No, I agree with what Anton just said, which is what you just said was way more ignorant than what he just said.
Oh,
because I'm more posing like a thought experiment, and you're just saying that if you can't dance to it, it's not music, which is
No,
crazy.
not good music.
Not good. I said good music.
Yeah,
I didn't
which
say
is
it wasn't
even
music.
more
sorry.
insulting.
Yeah.
What you said.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a piece of music that I can't dance to in some capacity. I'm not saying like waltz or
John
hip hop.
Cage.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, just silence for 4 minutes.
I'm not gonna. So I mean, I love John Cage, and I love John Cage's music. Do I pull that up on my iPod?
Not my favorite Mortal Kombat character, I will say.
No.
Oh my god. I do love his music, and I appreciate it from an intellectual standpoint. Am I pulling up 4 minutes and 22 seconds on my iPod? Of course not, because I don't need to.
So is it bad songs? You can't dance to it?
I don't think. I think in the context that Billy is talking about, it is not good. It is not good.
He didn't say it. He gave no context. He said it's not a good song if you can't dance to
Sure.
it.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
not
context. They're just saying if you can't dance to it, it's not good.
Yeah.
That means in any other capacity, doesn't matter where else it works.
I mean, yeah,
it's not good.
But I mean, I only think John Cage is good in one context, and that is from an intellectual, weird, esoteric standpoint.
Fine, but that wasn't the case that he brought up.
I would agree, though. I don't think John Cage in that context.
There's no context. He gave no context. He said it's not a good song if
Here's
you
the
can't
thing is,
dance to it.
You can dance to 4 minutes and 22 seconds. You totally can.
You can get down, man.
You can get down to 4 minutes and 22 seconds.
Now,
you can get
granted,
down to clapping music too. Like
you can just dance in a rubber room with no music, and I'm not trying to say that. But I'm trying to say if it's a good song, you know it's a good song because you're like, fuck yeah, you start kind of dancing a little bit to it.
So what? It's got pocket.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't believe in the pocket.
Don't start with the pocket. That's such bullshit.
What? Do you see when you say things?
Yeah.
Like how it's different than when I say things?
Yeah, it's like I actually think about it and just don't regurgitate things that other people said around me or that was on the Plus One podcast.
What plus? Oh, with Krasno?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to that in a long time. I should listen to that one again.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I thought what I posed was a pretty unique perspective. What you're posing right now is you sound like a child who was born yesterday, literally. It's like, if you can't dance to it, it's not a good song. There's no context there.
So what about like or anything in 7?
The Unsquare Dance by Dave Brubeck.
7, the movie with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt.
That's the one. All the
However,
music from that soundtrack.
a lot of Turkish music is in very odd times. And there's all kinds of
That's what I'm
dances to
saying.
that.
You know,
There's all kinds of dances to that.
Yeah,
But
it just depends who's dancing to what. Like his EDM people, you put on a song in 7, they're going to be confused.
He's given no context. That's why what he says doesn't make any sense.
So I'm making up context as we go, right? And then you go to Turkish people and put on EDM, they'll still throw down. So
But
it's like
I think, but here's the thing: is I think I kind of am into this point though, because I think in my opinion, regardless of context, I'm trying to think of a song I can't dance to in some way, because dance is also, without any context, such a broad term, right? Moshing, in a way, could be considered dancing.
I'll accept
Skanking,
it.
right? You know what I mean? Like a lot of people say,
Yeah.
you know,
That's not
like,
what he meant, though.
No, I'll accept. I'll accept.
It's dancing.
I'll accept it.
You didn't think about it.
No, I knew this
headbanging dancing. I would say headbanging is a type of dance.
in a similar way, I agree with all the songs that I think are great songs you can dance to, but that's his prerequisite for a great song. So like it's like a
can slow
square.
dance, I guess.
A square is not a rectangle. You know, like
I guess
like all
not necessarily.
I just don't think like there's other
Billy
things
didn't
that
list any of his. He didn't exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So
like,
then every song is good, Billy?
No.
See how it all falls apart?
Name a song you can't dance to.
Oh,
and not just you can't, but like a good dancer.
like a good dance. Like obviously like a lot of like really deep jazz kind of stuff.
Like what?
Name a song.
I don't know. I don't know any jazz songs.
One song.
Nobody
No, hold
actually
on,
knows
let
the
him
names of them, right?
One song.
The only jazz song that I know is Autumn Leaves.
Get down. Ready, 1. Start dancing. 2. A 1. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's hard.
People dance to it though.
No, yeah, they do.
That's a whole genre of big bands.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is
I imagine
there's
Billy
no dancing
has
to jazz music. No one's ever danced to jazz. There's not an entire genre of dance called jazz dancing.
I imagine Billy has a list of like very weird qualities of music, and like that's how like he determines if things are good or bad. One of them is like, can you dance to it?
Do I see the color red when the song plays?
Yeah.
Like,
that's
like
mine. That's mine.
I do I got syntheses.
Bad song.
Yeah.
But I guess what I was trying to get at with that statement is
don't try and make this sound like it's deeper than what it is. You know what this was.
It is that the music that is made for intellectuals and stuff like that, it is very well thought out and everything like that. But at the end of the day,
they're not good.
The end of the day, sir, I think that the music that comes naturally because of what it does to people to make them dance and have emotions and stuff like that, that's good music.
Like Snarky Puppy.
It's interesting that you feel like the only way that you can feel something from listening to music is by dancing. right? Because I feel like there's lots of ways you can feel music by not dancing.
Sure.
So
And
but the only indicator to you is by dancing. That's the only indicator of emotion to you is dancing. But then there's this whole other like spectrum of appreciation and passion.
you have to like appreciate it, and that's not fun.
So when you dance to music, you're not appreciating it.
Yeah, you are, but
so what are you talking about?
You don't have to need to appreciate it or think about it. Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're trying to say. I'm not saying I'm not the one putting a qualifier on it. You are.
Yes, I am.
So I'm trying to figure out what you actually mean when you say if you can't dance to it, it's a good song, because it doesn't make any sense to me.
Right, I understand.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense to you.
So what's your then?
If you don't like to have fun.
No, it's
and you don't dance.
It's that all I'm saying is that like it can be a good song if you can dance to it. It can be a good song if you don't dance to it. The qualifier of emotion of a positive experience in listening to music is not the physical like emoting of dancing. It can be sitting there and listening and having an experience that you don't need to emote to the world.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. I get that. I get that you have to like really sit down and like have a complete different experience.
That's one way
than what the natural just like fucking right off the bat.
That is also a way.
Instance of dancing to it.
That is also a way. Yes.
And I think all right. I'll change it a little bit. It's better. I'll say
if
that.
you can dance to it,
yes,
then that's a subjective.
Yeah, and I didn't want to make it a subjective thing, although this is
we are talking about
an opinion.
It's an opinion.
So
yeah, that's an opinion.
Good one,
yeah.
Billy.
So
awesome.
All right, what are you guys thinking?
I've got one. We'll see how it goes. There's a story that goes along with this, I guess. I think there should be a time limit for how long bands can be together and be touring. I'm thinking 25 to 30 years.
Ooh,
that's a good unpopular opinion.
Just because, like, you know, maybe a little bit longer. And I think there's also some stipulations for it.
Why?
And so I have a rant that goes along with this. So a while ago, I was working over here at the Florida Theater, and the Little River Band came in. And the Little River Band, right, you know, Lonesome Loser, they came in, and I was on stage, and I was just a stagehand, so I'm like a fly on the wall, and I'm just kind of listening to these guys talk. And this one guy was saying that I realized that while I was there that the only person in that band that was even close to an original member of that band was the lead singer, and he wasn't even an original member. The band started in 1975, and he started playing with them sometime around 1985. So about 10 years later, he came in and started playing with them, played with a couple of the original guys. At this point, everybody else that's in the band has only been in the band for, I don't know, a handful of years. They're all much, much, much younger than him. And then I overheard him talking to someone saying that, okay, in 2025, when the band hits its 50th anniversary, I'm going to retire. I'm going to give the rights to these guys, and then they're just going to keep playing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you are no longer the Little River Band. Like, you can't call yourself that. You're an entirely new group of guys who none of who has ever played with any of the original people that were in this band ever. This is not this band anymore. Now you are just the official Little River cover band. You're not allowed to tour as a Little River band anymore.
What's funny about this is I actually wrote this down, and I had the exact opposite opinion, and I think that it would be hilarious as if you started a band and then you had to keep going forever. And like 100 years from now, it's just like the 8th generation of the Beatles. That's fucking hilarious.
I could get behind that if, like, from the get-go, that's the concept of that band, like a band concept. But like, I'm fucking
sure it
over it.
exists
Unless
somewhere
you've
in
got
America.
like a bunch of original members, like
Rolling
you're fucking
Stones?
done.
I was about to say
Rolling Stones, I can get behind because it's all mostly the same guys still,
Who?
right? Yeah. Is it the same thing with the Who?
Yeah.
A couple
Then
of them left.
I'm cool with that.
Couple of them left,
I'm
yeah.
cool with that. Like, those guys, I'm cool with. You
Like-
guys can keep touring and keep doing your thing.
I think
But,
the Grateful
I
Dead should
don't-
keep going like forever. And like when
Bob Weir.
Bob, sorry, thank you,
Phil
Bob,
Lesh.
and
He's out
Phil
already.
Lesh.
and
Yeah, I don't know.
when they pass away or whatever, it just should just keep going.
The Dead's another one that, like,
Gaucho.
you know, is, I like the Dead. I love the Dead, but like, that's another one that I'm like, when they're all dead, they can be dead.
They've already changed the name. Well, no, here's the
Be
thing.
grateful. They can be grateful
They
about
can
it
be-
too.
yeah, exactly.
They've
Like-
got original guys in the band, and they already changed the name. They're going by Dead and Company. They're not
And
even
see-
going by the Grateful Dead.
and I appreciate
They're already
it even
stepping
more.
away
Okay.
from the Grateful Dead.
But what's the difference between a band replacing all their members over the course of time, where you have some people that have played with an original member or somebody that played with the original members, and then also, but then like a company that like changes their like the CEO, right?
That's what I mean. It's just like it's a corporation.
That's completely different.
Why?
I think because like that analogy doesn't work. I think.
Why?
I think closer to the analogy would be like a band replacing their manager, right?
No, not necessarily,
yes,
because
no,
if
I
the
agree.
product
No,
and the
I know.
service is the same.
But the product and the service is not the same.
Why?
I would
They have the same
arguably
music.
not the same. No, it's that. It's no. Oh, fuck off, Anton. You know it's not.
Yeah,
the same
fuck off.
fucking
No,
music.
he's totally
It's the
right. He's
same
totally right.
music. Like
Same
bullshit.
music.
Oh, so you're
They're
telling
playing
me
Little River Band music.
So you're telling me if you went and saw the Little River Band in 1975 and then you saw whatever this fucking amalgamation was 2 weeks ago, you're gonna say, "Yep, that's the same fucking show I just saw." I just listened to the record twice in a row.
Let me clarify
Are you
something.
for real right now?
Let me clarify something for you. I would never go see Little River Band. Number
Okay,
one.
so replace the Little River Band with
Okay, well, like
some other. There's not another good analogy.
The Beatles.
Yes. No. Perfect. So if you see the Beatles, the original Beatles, or you see just a Beatles cover band, effectively the best Beatles cover band you've ever seen.
But that's not what I'm saying, though, right? Because like if there were over time, if over time there were lineup changes, and then it's evolved into something that is no longer the original members of the band, but the lineup the band has been consistently working, touring, writing over the course of its existence, and now there just is no more original bands anymore or members anymore. But it's still the Beatles touring. Then I would say
we're almost getting there with the Dead.
It's
Like
not the
I'd like
Beatles.
10 more years, and it'll be that way.
But that's my point. I think by the time because so much time has passed, and then because there are no longer, even if it's happened over time and slowly, now that we have reached this point where there are no longer original members, and it's been like 30, 40 years since the original band, I think ideas have changed so much that it is no longer the same thing. It is now a different band. And this is also like now that I'm thinking about it, there's a famous philosophical thought experiment that's about this, that's like, it was made popular in WandaVision, talking about the ship of Theseus, right? The ship of Theseus is an artifact in a museum. Every year it gets eaten by termites and they replace the wood. Once you've replaced all of the planks of the wood in the ship of Theseus, is it still the ship of Theseus? And a lot of people just say, no, neither ship are really the true ship. The original ship, would have been at the time is the original true ship, but as its interior form, it's not the original ship. And then the new recreation is also not the original ship. They are now two completely new entities.
Well,
you as a physical being are not the same cellular
that's what I was gonna
being
say.
that you were 10 years ago, right?
Seven years, all your cells are gone.
But I would argue that even though you're using the analogy of my cells being replaced, like even though like the cells, like I think the fact that sure, the cells are the people in there, but even though you're replacing the people, I think you're changing the minds and you're changing the thoughts, and that might as well be putting a new brain in my body at the same time.
But isn't that what's happening? Like, do you think the same way now that you did 10 years ago?
Yeah, but actually in that same thought, I would not say that I'm the same person I was 10 years ago.
Okay, but you are still Gene O'Neill.
Sure.
Or do you have to change your name now?
Well, I did change my name.
Change it. You're welcome, by the way.
I did change my name. Yeah, I used to go by Alex.
Your name.
You did change my name for me. Yeah.
Is your name actually Alex?
My middle name's Alexander.
It was.
I used to go by Alex for 18 years. Yeah.
Okay, but
I'm not going to change my name every 7 years.
better
But that's what I'm saying, though, right? So it's like, what's the difference?
Because I just at a certain point, it just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't feel authentic to me. Like it is. Like I said, it is no longer that original lineup. And I think that I think bands should do what the Dead and Company is doing. There should be some acknowledgement that this is now, even though we are still doing a similar thing, this is now a different product.
I agree with that.
I actually do agree with you. I'm just curious as to like what leads you to that point when there's
It's
examples.
Dead and Company now. It's not the Grateful Dead.
Yeah,
it hasn't been the Grateful Dead since 1995.
Look, I would tend to agree with you. I'm just being the devil's advocate here. I do think that there's an argument to be made that you can keep that you can and maybe like in some cases justifiably can keep the brand going.
And that's
you know
like,
what I mean?
I think you can keep the brand going, but I think there needs to be some sort of like, I'm saying it's like, no, you guys can still play. Like, okay, I won't say that you have to like fucking stop playing, like, as a group. I just think that like you are no longer the Little River Band. You're just like the official Little River Band cover band.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're the guys that have the licensings to play it.
I wouldn't call it a cover band. I would just say like maybe like Sublime with Rome, rebranded as Sublime with Rome.
Exactly.
And they just had the bassist. In the band.
And Ross MG was gone.
And and I have the same thing with that. Like, I'm actually about to go do a show with them this weekend, and I'm like, I have the same thing with them. I'm like, is this even really Sublime anymore?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's not. Exactly.
That's what everybody's thought for the past like 20 years.
Exactly.
Whatever.
So that's a little different.
So they do
it's
acknowledge that it's not Sublime.
Yeah.
Right.
It's Sublime with the guy.
I'm with you, Gene. I think it's
and they say that. They say Sublime with Rome.
They do. Yeah,
So-
they do.
Yeah.
We're on a
I wanna
15-second delay, apparently.
I'm just saying. I'm just. I want to know.
Billy's firing at all cylinders tonight. He
That's
had a
Santa,
good loofah day.
that Santa hat's on a little too tight. Do those things shock you every time they light up, or what?
The great value ones do, yeah.
I got a Walgreens.
What do you got,
actually.
Chris?
All right. Elvis Presley is one of the most overhyped cover bands of all time.
Disagree.
Just wait.
No.
So you're talking about like Elvis Presley impersonators, like
No,
or
like
just
Elvis Presley, the dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
no, I
he
agree.
got famous just being a cover band.
Yeah, I think
and he's one of the most overhyped cover bands of all time.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like
all of his music came from black people.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, he just got famous covering tunes, and I would say the covers he made are not as good as the originals. But
Dude, that Big
a bunch
Mama
of white
Thornton
people,
song.
yeah, I mean, a bunch of white people
Hound
liked
Dog.
him.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, he's just one of the most overhyped cover singers out there.
I'm here for
That's
that.
Like,
one
find
perspective.
find me another cover singer that has as much notoriety as he does.
Did he write "Ain't Nothing But a Hound
He
Dog"?
didn't write Nas Big
No.
Mama Thornton.
He didn't write that
He wrote
song?
no songs.
Yeah, you don't write
Really?
anything.
Yeah.
No.
So
He
just
didn't-
find me another
Side-
singer that's got that
He
much
didn't write
notoriety.
Johnny Cash.
Jailhouse Rock.
Johnny
talk
Cash
about
wrote
Johnny
a ton
Cash.
of original music.
Side note about Johnny Cash writing music. Did you know that A Boy Named Sue was written by Shel Silverstein? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Johnny Cash didn't write any music.
No,
And then what?
neither did Jerry Garcia and Robert Hunter.
Yeah, they wrote songs together, but yeah, a lot of it was Robert Hunter for sure. And so more against your point there, and also like to take what Elvis did, and then try to apply it from the perspective to say what you're saying, applying it to Elvis from the perspective of somebody in 2022. Is doing what he did a huge disservice and a total misrepresentation of what was actually happening. First off, he didn't own his career, okay, like his manager did.
Right, so it's not even what he did; it's what the label did.
Furthermore, being black in the 40s and 50s and even through the 60s, before civil rights was becoming what it was, you had no voice. This guy literally brought a genre of music that was getting no attention and brought it to the mass population.
That's that's not even true though.
So
That's
then
not
people
even true.
like Little Richard and Chuck Berry could start getting recognized for what they were doing because they were starting to meet him somewhere in the
I
middle.
call total bullshit. I
Okay,
call
that's
that.
fine.
In 20s and 30s, jazz music was being popularized to white people.
That's one thing, bro. But I'm talking about like an entire different genre
This
of
was
music,
main
though.
in the 20s and 30s. Jazz was the mainstream.
But
thing.
Elvis
And
wasn't
you
doing jazz. He was doing like
I'm just
spirituals.
saying you can't say, "Oh, Elvis is the savior of bringing black music to people," when there's pictures of John Coltrane playing and all these white kids losing their ever-loving shit on the stage. I'm not buying any of that shit. Fuck out of here.
That's fine. So then what were people that were covering white jazz musicians that were covering standards at that time? What were they doing then?
They were not the leading voice.
There were a lot of leading voices.
Who was
like
the
that.
leading voice over like Count Basie? Who was the big band that was the white big band?
I mean, later on, Dave Brubeck
No, not
was,
later on.
was
They're contemporaries. That's 50 years later.
okay, boss. I'm just saying that later on there were still white jazz artists that were covering standards that were bringing songs to the forefront. Are you going to delegitimize them?
But those cats back in the 20s were already taking those songs to those places.
Okay, but like Elvis was doing a different style of music though.
But it's not like he was the first guy to do it. I just think it's just like
I'm not saying he was the first guy to do it. Nobody's saying he was the first guy to do it.
I think it's overhyped. I think it's already been done. And
That's
can't say if that's your only argument for being like, oh, he's that great. It's like it was already happening back in the 20s.
I do think Elvis is overrated.
Yeah, man. Like, he's an overrated cover singer.
It's wild. That's wild.
Like even just kind of like ignoring the like where his music came from, bringing like that thing. I just think he's overhyped. I don't know. Like he's I don't know.
The thing is
he's overhyped.
And a lot of the jazz stuff that you guys that you're talking about, like a lot of those guys, like they were art school guys, and like they came from an educational background. Elvis is bringing like Delta blues and like spirituals to like the like.
Where did Delta blues and spirituals come from? He's bringing it to. I see what you're saying. I'm sorry. I misinterpreted you.
I'm not saying that he created the genre.
I'm not saying
I'm just saying that he took songs that were standards within that genre and that were known amongst the subculture, and then he was reinterpreting them in his own way, and then made them fucking pop songs, and then ushered in an entire new genre of music that allowed a lot of other people that were doing that, especially black artists, to come out and start doing it too. Like you can't put the same kind of like stipulation of where we're at right now to what was happening then. You can't undermine his influence on culture and like the net positive it was just beyond musical and like what he did for music and his actual talent, even though he was incredibly talented.
So his cultural relevance does not overshadow his hypedness as a cover singer.
He was Bro, you sound like him right now.
Okay.
It's literally like first off, he was an incredibly talented singer. To say that he wasn't is ridiculous. It's objectively incorrect.
I said overhyped doesn't say
I don't think
and to say that he's overhyped is to not acknowledge the time period and like the importance that he had for that entire genre of music, and that paved the way for a lot of people like in that genre, white, black, and otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, so to disregard that, you're just not acknowledging what that time was. That's what I'm saying.
He was the Gandhi of music. Everybody knows
that's
this.
not even what I'm saying. It's just you have to put it into context. Is all it is.
I do think you put it into context, and you go and look at like Muscle Shoals, where that kind of stuff was happening organically anyway.
Later on, bro.
5 years difference.
It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. It was like he was somebody that helped usher in that genre of music to the mainstream, and then helped pave the way for other musicians, black, white, and otherwise, to have successful careers. You can't undermine that, and you can't like disregard the time because you think he's overrated. It's okay. That's fine. But his cultural significance cannot be undermined, is all I'm saying. And to say he's just an overhyped cover singer is just undermining what he did for us as a civilization. You know what I mean?
I just don't get why he's like. I don't get why people are still obsessed with him.
Another thing is like his late. Well, I was going to go down a different path than that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it has to be for the reasons Anton's bringing up, because he's a civil rights icon. It can't be for his voice. Yeah.
Wild. That's wild. It's to disregard.
It's a phenomenal opinion, apparently.
Yeah. Well, it's just to disregard when people say that kind of stuff about he stole music and this and that. It's like, okay, you can talk about that, but like you can't undermine and disregard what he did for the culture of the time.
I mean, and so much of that was his management in the studios, like setting him up to do that kind of stuff. Like
he's the artist.
I mean, that's great. He gets the fame, but like, it's not even him doing it. Like his team is helping him do that. That's cool.
I also think there's something about like there's a tough line, I think, between saying he's bringing a lot of this to light, because I think if he's bringing a lot of sure, he's bringing these genres to the forefront, but I think the audience that he's bringing them to doesn't realize where those genres are coming from.
It doesn't matter.
I think they're seeing that as a white cult, they're seeing a white man doing it. They don't understand that as black music.
It doesn't matter, but it became understood though, right? And it doesn't matter if where it comes from is initially understood. It's that it was the thing that ushered in and started the phenomena to happen, and then people started understanding. But that was the initial wave that allowed people to understand what was going on, right? So you can't. And then he influenced people like the Beatles and all these bands that had such cultural impacts beyond that after him. It's like you can't disregard that. It's just to say he's an overhyped cover singer is just it's as ignorant as what he said for his unpopular opinion.
I will say that I think that the majority mainstream population still doesn't understand that Elvis's music is mainly black music.
Even today.
I think so. I think all of us do because we're all musically educated. But I think that the majority.
Did he
of people
write In the
wouldn't
Ghetto or
understand.
not?
He wrote nothing.
Did he write that song or not?
Nice, Anton.
He wrote nothing.
Did he write that song?
But did he write In the Ghetto? Yeah.
Are you not hearing what I'm saying?
I just want. I wanted
A yes or
definite
no.
answer.
You
Yes
can't
or no.
really take words in.
Did he write that song or not?
He wrote
He did not
nothing.
write In the Ghetto.
The answer to that question is right there.
Did he
Well,
write,
why does
did he
he
write
ma-
Boys in the Hood? Yeah. There, now you got the joke. Thank you.
In the Ghetto's a good song.
All I'm saying is that you can't undermine what he did as an artist.
You can say that, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
You did. You said it.
He said it.
All right, so.
Latido.
Any other unpopular opinions?
Yeah, but I'll save it for next year in December.
Or any other answers to what I just said? Billy has
No, I'm good with that.
We're going to leaving that where it sits. I feel pretty good about that one.
Okay.
His movies are all right.
Yeah, he had some good movies.
Yeah. I was going to say Elvis is like, in your level, he's like he's remixing all those songs. You know what I mean?
It is that. Yeah.
So Elvis is an EDM artist is really what I should have said.
I think but all of y'all need to learn all the different genres of electronic music, and then you cannot continue calling electronic music EDM.
Nope.
Yeah. And then I would offer the same to you for jazz and pretty much everything.
I know
else
I know the two genres of jazz.
The two genres. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I know the two genres of jazz.
Jazz and hard jazz.
You have hard,
hard bop,
and you have soft.
There you go. All right, and that on that note, this has been Bottom of the Bill 2022 edition.
36 episodes, 3 seasons.
3 seasons this year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
And this having you guys come on has been awesome despite
been fun.
our little Elvis debacle.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Fucking 3 Stooges on the couch going head to head
I've
on
been
fucking
holding that one
Elvis.
in for a year, so
Elvis is Elvis. That's the end of it. It happened 70 years ago, so who cares?
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next year. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all that good stuff. Whatever you celebrate.
Whatever Kanye celebrates now. And most importantly, though, adios, muchachos.
There it is.